Littlemer Square from 1 to 5. The free family-friendly event will feature appearances, interactive experiences, music, and even giveaways. On Sunday, Union Station is hosting a Broncos watch party for the AFC Championship game starting at noon. It's open to all. Fans can enjoy extra big screens in the Great Hall and enjoy entertainment and food.
That's reporter Nia Bender, and I'm Brenda Stewart.
Now, Impact Traffic.
All right, not doing too badly right now. No major problem spots. We've had some slowing coming down Floyd Hill, left over from a closure there due to rock scaling, but the highway is open right now. We're just waiting for another closure there for the ongoing project. 270, running a little slow coming out of Commerce City and I-25 south into downtown.
Which looks really good. Seattle's fucking great.
Pardon me, do I have widespread faucet? Is that what did you remember? I think it's widespread.
Yeah, oh, definitely widespread.
Shot by finish, bronze, gold, black, gold. Straight up black.
Well, stock market's off to the races. That's the other thing. Honest, he does the same thing with tariffs. I mean, it's like
I listen to Ross every now and then. He just goes off and hates those tariffs.
Does he?
Kaminsky. And I just, Trump, he just uses them as a club.
And he does great with them.
He does great.
He created trade deals we've never seen before, man.
Yep.
Like them or hate them, they're fucking great for us.
Yep.
The amount of money he took in on tariffs is...
Well, didn't our national deficit dropped?
Which is incredible. And he's talking about sending us all a check.
Yeah, for kids.
Although I always get cut out of that shit for some reason.
Because you're too damn wealthy. Mark.
Anytime someone gets something for free.
No, I was just waving, saying hello. That's all.
Did you flip them off?
I wave at people.
Yeah. So, Chris, and that text me next time you're in studio. I'll bring that 40 in.
Oh,
and we'll
Shannon.
Okay. Oh, my mine's a 20.
I've got the 40.
You got the 40?
All
right.
All right. You want to? I learned something. I didn't think there was any difference between that and the 20.
Is there?
Oh, yeah.
It had a little more steam in your mouth. And there was absolutely no grape taste at all. It was kind of dry. Actually, I preferred the 10. I really liked the 10, but I couldn't tell the difference between 20 and 40. I'll bring it in and let you try.
We'll bring them both in and we'll taste them side by side.
Bring yours in, because like I said, when people come over, I stash it.
I do too.
They don't
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Welcome, my friends, to the only, and I mean that, the only show of its kind. We're here to solve problems, answer your questions. We are here to take your complaints, go after the bad guys, maybe a bad contractor in your life, a piece of crap landlord that you want everybody to know about. We have a list of attorneys at referrallist.com that are always helping us out on the show, free legal advice. We also get very motivated to expose bad guys right over the air. So if you have one, we would love to hear from you. 303-713-8255 is a telephone number. 303-MARTINO. By the way, I say this all the time. It's very important. That number works on and off the air. You run into a neighbor that's having a problem with a plumber or a HVAC guy, you give them the number, 303-MARTINO. You can call it during the show. It'll come right through, like right now. Or you can leave a message when we're not live on the air, and we will get back to you. Same with email. Help, H-E-L-P, at troubleshooter.com. It works simply as that. To my left, my beautiful wife, Suzanne, joins us today. She's usually in Thursdays and Fridays. Our guest today on the Troubleshooter Show, Chris Console, discountbath.com. Any questions you have on construction, remodeling, we're going to be talking about that throughout the show. We kind of weave it in and out as a topic, but discountbath.com, I'm proud to say I've personally used these guys, and they're great. If you're looking for a bathroom, these are the guys you call. Any kind of level you want, great people, discountbath.com. Deputy Bo is to my right. Deputy
Hello.
Bo, what do you say this morning?
Well, I'm here ready to take on some cases and help our listeners out, and hopefully they'll get a good education from the advice we give out today.
I'll tell you something about Deputy Bo. I've said this before. He kicks ass. What do I mean by that? I've seen him go out and literally install a furnace for a single mother. I think you know what it was? It was even worse than that, Deputy Bo.
Yes.
Her circumstance was horrible. Her husband committed suicide, and she didn't have money, and she was a single mom. Kid was very little. You went out, you got someone to actually donate a furnace. You helped install it.
Yes.
She got a furnace. We got her a furnace.
A brand new one.
A brand new furnace, which is incredible.
She was so grateful. Because he should not have heat for 4 or 5 months, and she was getting quotes of $10,000 to $11,000. She didn't have enough money for daycare for her kids, so she was staying home and doing her best, working from home.
With plug-in heaters.
And also, we got her some cash donations as well, which I know she was really grateful for, Mark.
That is what this show is about, and I'm not kidding. 303 Martino. I'll always let you know when a line's open. Kelly's field and calls right now. You know, I want to bring this up with tariffs. Taco. Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
No one knows what taco means, huh? Nobody.
No.
Hopefully
Taco.
the beef with green chili one.
Taco. Come on, people. What is taco? Come on. What does it mean? Trump always chickens out. Taco. Of course, the lefties said that. And they say that about tariffs because he threatens tariffs. He threatened Europe with 10% on the 1st of February, which is like a week out. And then he said, then it'll go to 25 if I don't get Greenland. I got to explain to anti-Trumpers and to TDS people out there. He wrote this book years ago. It's called The Art of the Deal. If you want a blueprint, and this goes for people in other countries, this goes for the Mexican president, and it also goes for the Canadian prime minister. Why don't you read the book if you want to know what he's doing? And the amazing part is it works every time. Now we have a deal with Greenland, and I guess we're going to have different military bases that are sovereign. So it's exactly what he wanted. Yes, he goes, maybe, I don't even think he goes overboard personally, but the tactics he uses is literally in the book he wrote. So why don't you read the book next time and be more proactive in your own life? And here's what I mean. When the stock market tanks 1,000 points over tariffs, why don't you jump in the stock market and wait 3 days and make some money? Like, it's amazing to me. People do not see the same pattern now for the entire year, for all of 2025. It's the exact same pattern. And he wrote it in the book, folks. And I'm just telling you this. This isn't political. I love when I say it's not political and people think it is. What I'm telling you is, if you want to make some money, if you happen to be a trader or have a Schwab account, next time the market drops 1,000 points because Trump is going to put a tariff on blah, 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 whatever. Or if he threatens to sell Hawaii. I mean, you name it. It doesn't matter. Or he's going to take Cuba and just make it to 51st state. It doesn't matter. When it drops over tariffs, what you do is you jump in. You find the buy. You find something like Walmart. Well, Walmart's probably not a good one. It actually tracks differently. But you find a good stock that is going to be solid. So if it doesn't work out, you're still going to be okay. And you buy it. And I'm not kidding. It's crazy. So people that say taco, it's not that he's chickening out on it. It's that he strong arms into his position. Chris, I've never asked you about this. Chris with Discount Bath. Look, I don't want you to get political because I don't want you to piss off half your customers. That's I can do that, but you shouldn't. But honestly, do you, when the stock market drops 1,000 points over tariff talk, I'm just talking tariffs, do you think he's actually going to put a 25% tariff on Europe unless or even better yet, send the military in to take over Greenland? There's like 50,000 people there. He could send in the New Mexico National Guard and take over Greenland.
Yeah, I don't think he's sending anybody over to Greenland.
No, it's just kind of crazy.
They buy in, though. Everybody buys in.
Everybody buys into it. So that was my rant of the morning. I just, folks, really just kind of benefit from it. I guess that's the way to put it. Really, look at what's going on. He literally wrote a book on what he's doing. And for all the leaders out there, if they happen to hear this show, I know we actually used to have a small community in Russia that would listen on YouTube and send us messages, which is insane. But honestly, that was before the whole Ukraine stuff and all that. But honest to goodness, really, read the book. Honest to God, read the book. Now, Charles says he has an issue with the furnace. And we were just talking about Deputy Bo. Charles, first of all, scratch my head there a little bit. What was it about?
It was about an issue that we had with our furnace back in 2024, where we were without heat for about almost a month.
From is that?
And
Why were you without heat so long?
Because we tried to get the HVAC from tried to talk to these people that didn't want to listen to rhyme or reason.
Hey, Charles, let me. I really want to cut to the chase real quick. So, when did you buy and get that furnace installed?
Oh well, this furnace was already installed when we bought the house in November of 1995.
Okay, so the furnace was real old, and in 2024 it wasn't working. So, who did you initially call to come out and look at the furnace?
Well, I called the city of Aurora, Colorado.
You called the city of Aurora. Did you call them because you didn't have money to fix the furnace?
Right.
Okay, hold on. I'm starting to understand. You were trying to go through a program so you and your wife could get some heat. I get it. Hold on there, Bo. I know you know about this. Let's take this break. I promised. So, Shannon, I promised JoJo and I promised Dave I was going to hit these breaks like a professional. 303-713-8255. I promise we'll be right back. And Eric's got an issue with an alternator. 2 lines open. You want to get your money back and someone ripped you off? You call now. I got Deputy Bo sitting next to me. Hold tight.
Are there no lives?
Who do we have, sir? Yeah, I got that. But I got to let people know, you know. He's older than 800. Okay, let me tell you, tonight, Suzanne and I are going to be out at the Even Hotel. That sounds kind of weird looking at it that way. Yeah. Well, it's not that kind of fun stuff, but it is educational, and I'll tell you what's going on. The guys at mymoneymyway.com, Joe and Jordan, are putting on a retirement seminar, but it's more than that. It's a Q&A. If you got questions about reverse mortgages, we're going to have experts there. It's about annuities. It's about retirement. It's about Social Security. It's about your life and guaranteed income. Please join us tonight, 6:30, right across from Maggiano's at the Even Hotel. Tonight, 6:30. Call and get signed up right now, though. 303-779-6000. Would love to meet you. Would love to talk retirement. 303-779-6000. Now, fix it 24/7. I'm going to put it this simple. If you have a problem with your furnace, your AC, your plumbing, your electrical, your heating, simple as this. Ready for this? $39, you'll get a tech out there. No trip charge, no other BS. $39, you're going to get an estimate on fixing it. These guys are awesome. I've known the owner, George, forever. FixMyHome.com. Write it down. Put it on the refrigerator when you need it. FixMyHome.com.
Hey, Mark. Chris Donaldson wants to know if we have a show President's Day the 19th. Do you want lives booked that day or no lives?
Ask
Tepper?
Ask Tepper. Say, Mark wants to know what is everybody else. I want to know what everybody else is doing on President's Day. Actually, Shannon might even know that, for that matter, but who knows?
I'll go see Tepper.
His vast knowledge is scary sometimes.
Peppers?
No, Shannon.
Shannon R. Scott.
Dude, I got a new smoker.
Oh, right.
You smoke it all, Chris?
Yes.
Check this bad boy out, man. Let me find it. Pit Boss.
You bought it. Is that the indoor one?
Dude, I bought it so well. It's $1,000. I got it for less than $400 at Lowe's. It was the last one they had, the display. They even delivered it directly from the store. But it's half grill, half smoker.
Nice.
And I love it. And what I really love, I'm sick of these. I've gone through so many smokers. This one has a 5-year warranty. And I was like, cool.
How do they wear out?
Pro Series
I've got a
combo.
propane smoker that
Look at this bad boy, man.
I can't control the heat very well.
Oh, really?
Where is it? This one, apparently the heat's great, but I mean, you know how that, it's this bad boy. Well, it's very close to this.
Is that
Why
the
does this
indoor one
keep
you were talking
reloading?
about, Mark?
Oh, nice.
So we'll see how it
Right,
goes.
that's reasonable.
I
That's
bought
pretty
a
reasonable.
grill
Yeah.
this year,
Yeah.
and I put a smoke box in there, and I've been smoking with that, and it works pretty well.
What is it?
It's a Weber propane grill.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
got a smoke box.
And it's very easy to use.
It's easy. I can control the temperature, and it smokes pretty well, actually.
I had an electric for years, and I loved that electric. It was same way. Set it, forget it.
Pardon me, Mark. He says all shows are off for company holiday.
For President's Day,
Yeah.
then we're definitely not.
Okay.
Good.
What day is President's
It's
Day?
Monday the 16th. So
Okay.
it's like in 3 weeks.
Dude, we're hitting, have you ever been to Red Rocks in Vegas?
No.
So we're hitting there for Super Bowl. We got a kick-ass Super Bowl party we're going to. I am so stoked. I hope the Broncos end up there. I hope you're right on your prediction.
They're going.
Well, I hope you're right on the first part of your
I
prediction.
hope I'm right on the first part. You know?
Oh,
but
and-
You got to win.
Bo, we gotta concentrate on your tickets here shortly. He brought something up I didn't even think of.
Who did?
One, our quarterback's out, Chris. Our quarterback's out, but two, it could be fucking 2 degrees out. That might be why all tickets are sitting. So we're gonna have to figure out
that's
where to
not
listen.
Hey, Kelly,
We'll just keep teasing them. We'll
Okay.
sell them. Don't get me wrong.
All right.
But I don't think they're going to sell anything like the last ones.
Really?
Because of those 2 reasons.
yeah, just include her in this invite.
I'm helping someone out, Kevin Calkin, Sheridan Auto Tech as well.
Well, yeah, he's got season tickets, doesn't he?
His are, what do you call it? What's the level?
The club level,
Club
Mile
level.
High Club, or whatever,
Yeah.
Mile High.
Those will be warmer seats.
Well, you can go
Yeah.
inside and watch again.
Yeah, you can spend $500.
George gave us Susanna and I tickets one time. It was cold as shit. It's like 3 years ago. And
But we were like,
we went inside and sat next to the fireplace and watched it on the big screen.
just watched
Nothing
it on
like
TV.
watching the Broncos play
On
at the
TV.
stadium
On TV.
inside.
Mark, that's funny.
It was fucking like 8 degrees out and windy. It's like, no way.
Yeah. Well, people might be interested to see this new quarterback, because if he wins, he'll be gone. I mean, he'll be.
the camera keeps adjusting.
All right, 303-713-8255, 303 Martino. Please don't forget, this hour brought to you by Water Pros. You know, Paul the Waterman has water systems. Listen to this. $4,700, and it's for the whole house. Here's what you get. It's going to get rid of all those microplastics. Can you imagine that? You get rid of all that, all the way, including your shower. It's a whole home. It gets rid of the chlorine, and it softens the water. And in addition to that system, you get a reverse osmosis at your kitchen sink. So your drinking water is perfect. You're going to love these guys. You're going to love Water Pros. Paul's a great guy, but their pricing is unbelievable. Before we bought a system from Paul, I shopped around at all the competitions. He was half the price. That was 3 or 4 years ago, and the system has been bulletproof. You got to check him out, waterpros.net. Call, ask the questions. He'll even do a free water test. Waterpros.net. Now, 303 Martino, one line open. We're going to hop right back to Charles. So, Charles, I'm starting to understand, but because I've got some other lines I want to jump to, too, I kind of want to bring Deputy Bo in, because Deputy Bo, you actually went out to Charles' house, apparently somewhere in 2024. Their furnace broke. The furnace was pretty old. It came with their house, so it was at least 10, 15 years old, if not older.
Older, right.
And basically, he was trying to get financial help through the city in order to get heat, because they had no heat. It's an older couple. How old are you, Charles? And do you live with your wife?
Me and my wife have been married for 32 years. I'm 60. I'll be 67 in April.
Charles, I want to just cut to the chase now. Are you without heat now? Did it go out?
Yes, we are without heat.
Okay, but hold on. What happened in 2024? Help me out here. You haven't been without heat since 2024, have you?
No, because Bo came out and he did some adjustments.
Okay, Bo, what did you do to fix the furnace in the first
my daughter
place?
and I went out there whenever.
Yeah, 2 years ago or a year and a half.
Replaced the limit switch in the thermocouple and cleaned it. And at the time, Charles, I said, this is a temporary repair. You're going to get some heat out of it.
Course.
And I told you to call.
And you didn't charge him anything.
No, we didn't charge a thing.
Of course.
Just through the show.
Yeah.
You got some heat. But, Charles, I told you to call Jerry at J&J HVAC to come out and do maybe a major gas valve replacement, because I know you cannot afford a brand new furnace for 9 to 12
Did you do
Right.
that,
You
Charles?
have
Did you
that.
call him?
No, hold on. Honey, come here.
No, what do you mean, honey, come here?
He gave us a person by the name of JJ.
It doesn't matter. Well,
Okay.
Charles, it doesn't matter. We'll give it to you again. It's not that big of a deal.
So, Charles, you need to do that.
But you're going to have to. That's not going to be free. I mean, how much do you think that would run?
You know what? Jerry has done some great things for our show, Mark. He sometimes only charges a couple $100.
That's what I mean. It's going to be very reasonable, but it is going to cost a little bit.
It's going to probably cost, I think right now, Charles, you probably need the gas valve replaced, which is going to probably be with Jerry, maybe $350 tops.
Do you have that, Charles?
Yes, we could get that.
Yeah, okay. You just can't afford a new furnace, but you guys have some. You guys have some money.
That's why we limped it along.
Correct.
Yeah, and that was great though, Bo. It lasted over a year.
Yeah.
So it's out right now. Boy, they got a cold snap coming. Why don't you give that number to Kelly? Or I'll put it up. Suzanne can put it up on the screen here.
Okay.
And let's make sure you have that number, Charles. Reach out to, who is it?
Jerry at J&J HVAC, or if we can just get Charles' phone number, I'll call him during the...
My phone number is...
No.
Not on the air.
Yeah, not on the air, Charles. Hold on. We're gonna help you out again, no doubt. So I want you to hang tight. Kelly's gonna pick up. Get your info. We need to get Bo. You need to get that number to Kelly,
Get it to him today.
Yeah, we'll get it over to you, and then you're gonna call him up. Sounds like a gas valve. Speaking of that, real quick. Generally, out of a gas valve, don't you have to have a plumber or no? Is an HVAC license the same?
HVAC is totally qualified because there's no water involved with a gas valve. It's natural gas. In fact, really, a plumber cannot change a gas valve out normally.
Well, I remember on our fireplace insert years ago, I think it was a plumber that came out and ran the gas line. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think it was.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't know. I just want to know if HVAC, you don't have to have a plumber because they're trained in it.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, okay.
And Jerry's fully licensed.
You know, I want to ask something, Bo, when it comes to furnaces. These new ones, these heat pumps, they're more expensive by far. Would you say they're double?
At least.
At least double, but they're way more efficient. But to actually make up that money could take a long time.
I think, especially in our, because we don't have winter only like 6-7 months out of the year.
Yeah.
So I think it'd take like 10, 12 years to get a payment.
And this year we haven't had winter basically at all up until this week.
No.
Yeah, okay. So it takes a while to pay them back. That's interesting. I think they're cool. If I was building a new house, I think I would go with the newest stuff like the heat pump. But on my house now, I don't think I'd ever do a retro. I just don't think I would.
No, you just leave. You got a good system in there now. And then with the heat pump, you got to do a lot of retrofit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think heat pumps are good for new construction when everything's apart and they can run the free.
Yeah, and those guys, I used to deal with one company called Roadrunner, and those guys would slam them in new construction. And when you're back in the day when you're U.S. Homes or you're Lennar, I mean, you're not paying that much for those. You got a company going in there knocking 50 out at one time.
Yeah, and he's buying like 50 at a time, so he's getting a great deal.
Yeah, he's getting a great deal. All right, 303-713-8255. Hey, Patty, speaking of the furnaces and stuff, what is your comment on that?
Yeah, hi there.
Hey, Patty.
Okay, yeah. So, sorry, because you had went out for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, the couple before that, I'm in Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
My understanding, this is a state thing, that if you call utilities and let them know that you don't have heat, they'll send somebody out. But here's the thing is, I don't know if they charge anything. I can tell you from my own experience, if you're on LEAP, you automatically will get somebody who's contracted with the city. I think it's at the city or a program that will come out and either repair or replace the furnace. So I'm not sure on this couple that you just had on, this Charles, if he's on LEAP. That
I don't think
He's not on LEAP.
Hey, Deputy, but
He's not on LEAP.
why didn't
I
we
talked to-
direct him then at that time, or did you?
Good point. I did.
Okay.
That was one of the
Okay.
initial things.
Here's
Well, hold on a second, Patty. I love that you're bringing this up. Hey, I do not want Kelly. Do not hang up on him. I want to ask him a question. Kelly's getting her information, and hopefully, hold on, Patty. I do want to ask him this. Hey, how come Deputy Bo talked to you about getting on LEAP? How come you guys didn't go forward with that, Charles? We wouldn't be dealing with that right
we
now.
tried to get on LEAP.
And what did they
These
say?
people told us that we make too much money.
How much do you
They
make?
were
I'm
not
curious.
We went through the process of getting on LEAP and all this, and they told us.
How much do you make? You got me very curious
we
now.
can't help you.
How much do you make, Charles?
Who?
Charles, roughly, how much do you make? Are you retired? Is it Social Security? Do you have a pension?
Go ahead, Tom.
How much do you make per month, Charles?
Between my disability retirement and and working for Walmart, I probably gross over almost close to $2,000 a month.
Okay. I see, and that does not stretch out.
Also, there's a long waiting period, I believe, with LEAP.
See, well, and I think LEAP is even for worst case scenarios than that, because this guy probably also owns that house. He might own it outright. I mean, he's probably got assets. I realize the income is only $24,000 a year. He wouldn't have any taxes on that, and if he owns his house, that explains how he lives. But that's really tight.
He should try to apply again. And then I want to talk, Patty, here in Denver, Excel Energy will not, they'll maybe come light a pilot, but they will not do any furnace or.
Yeah, I accidentally dropped her when I went back. Hey, Patty, I appreciate that info. And he did try to go through LEAP as the answer to that. And Deputy Bo's right. You can call up Excel. Now, if you have, there she is again. Hold on, Patty. I'll bring you up again after the break. But one thing Excel will do, I think if you qualify, maybe that is through LEAP, maybe you know Deputy Bo, but if you can't afford the gas bill, not a furnace repair, but if your gas bill's getting out of control, there's things you can do with Excel.
There's an application you can put it in. What they'll do, they'll stretch the natural gas bill over a 12-month period.
So they'll help you. Yeah, so therefore in the summer when you're not using it, your bill, you're going to be making up for the winter.
You still have to pay it, but they'll put you basically on a prorated plan.
All right, I'll be danged if I'm not going to take this break on time. Please hold tight, Patty. I'll bring you up if you have any more questions. And Eric, with the alternator, I promise I'll get right to you. And Kelly, we can now free up Charles. I'm done with him. But Patty might have some more information on the Colorado Springs utility, and that's one of our audiences right now. So everybody hold tight, 303 Martino. One line open. I'd love to hear from you. Give us something to sink our teeth into. I'd love to rip apart a bad contractor if you know one.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, we're going to talk about Discount Bath in your commercial. And do you have a preloaded U.S. mortgage, Shannon? Shannon, do you have a U.S. mortgage to play? I don't do them. I love how Jack Smith, by the way, He didn't go after Biden, who had all the docks right in his damn garage. It's amazing.
Yeah. In his the trunk of the Corvette.
Okay, Chris,
Yes.
you ready to talk? You're going to turn your mic on just for this commercial. When I do this, we got to wind it up. You know, I love when I have someone in studio and their commercial comes up. Chris Console, discountbath.com. Honestly, what makes you guys different? I loved using you.
Well, we've got a few things that are an advantage. We've got more color choices, more material choices, better prices, and in-house installers.
A few things. That's basically everything. So your in-house installers, I really do appreciate that because you're not using subs, right?
We use a combination depending on what it is. But yeah, we have employees and 1099.
Depending on what they're doing.
Correct.
But these are people you've used for years?
The same people over and over and over.
How about if someone's just got a fix and flip? Can you go in and just do, say, like a tub to shower conversion? You used to have a great special on them. Do you still have it?
We still have the great special, and yes, we can do them.
I love it. And then if someone wants heated tile floors like we did, and you want the fancy toilet and the California style closet, you can do all that.
We can do all that.
And everything's at a discount price.
Discountbath.com.
Discountbath.com. That was exactly 60. That was good. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
You didn't go over. Like Tom does.
Ah, damn it, dude. Yeah, yes, because Dragon does it different. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. So that sucks. So that was 30 over. That blows. Yeah.
30
So I won't do discount next break, and I'll do art. Yeah, but U.S. Mortgage, do you have a Tom Phil? Okay. Shut it. I didn't know if he had a like live.
He doesn't, but that's okay.
Okay.
Don't need
Let me
about
see
that.
if I
You
care.
just
I
have
don't
a
care. Sorry it took so long to get back to you.
Yes.
Shannon's so supportive.
He is. He's the
Besides,
best.
I got fucking Sniffles the clown in here with me. I can't take any more of this.
Yeah, I know. She sounded, when I walked into the office, I left immediately.
Cute little phone call last night. She said her house was making her sick. I said to her this morning, maybe you're allergic to your husband.
Well, is she getting in piles with strangers every night? Wow, how is she encountering so many people she ends up this sick?
That's funny, Suze.
The community pool.
The community pool.
Yeah, Tom texted her at,
Yeah.
8:45.
8:45, I'm sick. I can't come in. It's like,
Oh, really?
it's like, wow, who gets sick at 8:45?
Yeah.
Shouldn't you have been sick last night a little?
Right, 8:45.
Well, he is thinking he can fight through it.
And I'll tell you what, I'll be honest, I bet he worked out yesterday.
He almost sounds as old as Charles.
No. When Charles said 66, I was blown away.
If Bo can hear me, tell Bo to go check on Tom's heater, too.
Yeah. It might be putting off carbon monoxide is what you're saying. I just, I don't know, man. I was thinking, honestly, of playing a little hooky today, so we put the kibosh.
No, I'm sorry.
Because I got to do a seminar tonight.
You know, seriously, I'm a phone call away. I'm sitting here at 4 a.m. You can call and say,
Maggiano's before the seminar.
pull one out of the hat.
I was thinking about it, actually.
cocktail?
The last time we've been to Maggiano's, they sucked, though.
I think they're changed. I think they're back to their old.
When did you go?
I went about 4 months ago with Dan Drew's kid works there.
When did Addie and Bryce go?
I don't remember.
I have heard it went downhill, but I think it's.
Well, it's not just
when I
this
go,
one.
I go to Cinzetti's.
My
When I go to
in-laws used to take our
Maggiano's,
kids to
I go to
Cinzetti's.
Oh, God. I've never been there.
Yeah, it's like
an all-you-can-eat Italian buffet,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yes, you nailed it.
Is it any good?
It is much better than Golden Corral, and I want to be buried at Golden Corral.
Wow.
If that's
Do you ever go there?
me,
Yeah.
Cinzetti's as often as I can, but they're closed from 2 to 5. And that's about the
that's
time I would get
inconvenient.
there.
That's weird.
Yeah, they close after
What was
lunch.
the new thing you said Golden Corral had? You said it. Oh, they have roller food now.
Yes, they do.
Really?
Corn on
Yeah.
the cob on a roller.
Nice.
Roller food.
Yeah, you know, anything you can put on a roller.
I don't want anything on a roller.
I love it. I'll tell you, some of my best hot dogs I've ever had in my life are
roller
at roller
Yep.
gas
So they
station.
got them on there with like kielbasa and jalapenos. Whole jalapenos spinning on the roller.
You'd like that. A full
Jalapeno
jalapeno
would
roasted.
be okay, yeah.
Or not
but
roasted, rollered.
I don't want corn on the cob on a roller.
Why?
Sorry. I don't know. It just sounds.
Oh my God! You wrap it in
I
foil,
want it on
put
the
butter,
grill.
let it sit on that hot roller.
Yeah.
That's got salt and pepper on it.
It's like a rotisserie chicken.
It is, but it's a hot dog.
Yeah.
This Super Bowl party we're doing at Red Rocks has, listen to this one. What's that? Wagyu hot dogs.
Oh, for God's sakes.
What the hell is that?
That seems kind of
It's
like a
fancy
waste.
is what it is.
Sounds like Asian hot
It
dog.
just
Sounds great, but my
Wagyu burgers, Wagyu hot dogs.
I'd rather have more food
shrimp
even if it's
cocktail, and there are some other bullshit.
Here we go, coming back.
All right, 303-713-8255, 303 Martino. By the way, One Clear Choice Stores, let me tell you something about these guys. They have showrooms, basically from Fort Collins to Colorado Springs. If you need a new garage door opener, a new garage door, of course, or just a tune-up on your existing one. Maybe it's not closing right or reopening. Maybe it hasn't been adjusted. These guys do it all. They have been around forever. In fact, I have purchased 2 different things from them. My favorite happens to be the opener because now they're all belt driven. It was like $300 at the time installed, and it changed my life because every time that garage door used to open at our old house, our bedroom was right over it and you'd hear it. That chain made so much noise, and the new one is still up and running. We sold that house, but I assume it's still up and running. All right. So you can check them out at OneClearChoiceDoors.com. Get that tune up, man. That could save you a ton going forward. OneClearChoiceDoors.com. Patty, you're back up. So he did try to get on LEAP. Charles tried to get on LEAP. He didn't qualify because they made too much or had too many assets. I'm not exactly sure the qualifications or disqualifications in his case for LEAP. But how does Colorado Springs work? Because we have a pretty good audience in Colorado Springs.
So I'm going to go back to Charles, and maybe he needs somebody to help him because based on what he's saying, that he would qualify, but that's something he'll have to check into. He'll need to call them back. But it's not just Colorado Springs. There's a program called Colorado Energy Office Weatherization, and there's also an Energy Outreach Colorado group. And it's not just LEAF. It's low income. There's other resources that or other qualifications that they need. But the reason I bring up LEAP is because if you call Colorado Springs Utilities, and I don't think, now don't quote me on this, and this is for Colorado itself, and Colorado Springs I can vouch for because I had this issue. My furnace had went out. My house is 20 years old, and they had come out 3 years ago because the furnace went out. They repaired it.
Wow.
They came out again. And, and like I say, they contract with, these nice,
all kinds of people. So I pulled up the one. I pulled the one up to let everybody know. It looks pretty cool. EnergyOutreach.org. And it says EOC protects the economic well-being of all Coloradoans and helps the community afford energy. And these guys, you can literally click on find emergency assistance for energy bills and furnace repairs and support and donate. This looks like a great organization. In fact, they have invested over $410 million to help people that can't afford it in Colorado. Almost 50,000 households served. That is incredible. That is great information.
And Patty?
Yeah, and I will just tell you, if I can help, I love to do it because, it's not easy to find stuff.
No.
Now, I will tell you, just looking at the LEAP qualifications, he makes more than the qualifications. It says that two people can make $4,717 a month in order to.
You know what, Patty? After talking to him, I almost wonder if he inadvertently screwed up on the application. So, Bo,
it's possible he did.
I think he maybe did. What I would really like you to do when you talk to him again on this gas valve, if your buddy can get it fixed for $300, we're good. But going forward, really what we need to do, let's see if he qualifies for any of these. And Patty, I really appreciate that, but I'll ask you. In fact, I'll ask her on air. Hey, Patty, would you mind? It sounds like you've done the resources or the research and know the resources. Would you mind emailing us a list of those different resources?
You bet. Now, I'm going to tell you, too, he should have called Colorado Springs, or not Colorado Springs, I'm sorry. He's in Aurora, he said?
Yeah.
Or wherever he's at. He should have called them right away because they won't let anybody freeze. That's one thing they won't do. Now, during the summer, they don't really care that you don't have air, but definitely. But give me an email.
That'd be great. Hold on.
Patty, it's help at troubleshooter.com.
Yeah, and put in the subject title, heating resources. That would be great. Patty, I really do appreciate that. And then we're going to have this list, and when people call in the future, the other thing we can do, Suzanne, is maybe do a little research on each of these.
Yeah, once I have the
qualifications are.
Yeah, once I have the list, I'd be happy to look at that.
I bet Grot can help us as well.
Oh,
but it would be nice to have a list of resources just to pound out when they go. We're going to have a line open, 303-713-8255. Real quick, Eric, what is going on? So if I got to line up an expert, I can do it during the break. What's your question?
Yes, sir. I was going to ask you a question about a battery and a alternator. I bought a top of the line of one of those newfangled batteries, the AGM battery.
Sure.
And the guy said, this is a cool battery. It's better. You can put it in an older car too.
How long did you buy it? How long ago did you buy the battery?
About 6 months ago.
Okay, hold on. Let me take this break on time because I promised the bigwigs I would. So let me do that. We're going to come right back. Kelly, let's get up Sheridan Auto Tech because I can already tell if it's an electrical issue or a battery issue, Kevin's going to have the answers. All right, folks, 2 lines open in a minute or two. 303-713-8255. Help us spread the word, by the way. Help us spread the word on bad contractors and anything else out there, like what Patty did. Or I'm sorry, was that her name? It was Patty. That was great information. Pat and Eric, you guys are next. Hold tight.
Yeah. When I call Charles, I'm going to give him that info. Energy outreach. Never heard of it.
I bought 8 seats to... Okay, so I'm going to do Art of Granite, and you're going to do U.S. Mortgages. And I'll make sure I do a minute.
We're going to time you.
I like that.
Yeah, got my watch out.
Well, that's what this does. That's why I'm always touching this.
Oh, I thought you were touching it to keep your hand warm.
Now, when I hit this, it resets. See?
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm always learning something.
I have one at home, too.
I have an idea that popped in my head a few minutes ago. So you guys are foodies.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
TheArtofGranite.com, Mitch Floria. Listen, I love Mitch. Mitch has done so many countertops in our house. It's incredible. Suzanne is always happy. His yard down in Golden, and trust me, it's not that far away from the tech center. It's like half hour to get there, if that. But it's so worth the drive. You're going to get to meet Mitch. You're also going to get to meet his crew and see all the different slabs of granite and marble and quartz. They have so much, it's incredible. They even have a scrap yard. If you're doing just a small project, you might get that for free as far as the materials and just pay for installation. But these guys have great prices. The workmanship, the fabrication is unbelievable. Mitch cares. I don't know how he does it at the lowest price around because the work is superior to anything I've seen on countertops. We've been talking about Mitch for years and years. Please check him out. Their new website's coming, but right now you can go there, call him up, theartofgranite.com. That's theartofgranite.com.
That was impressive.
Oh, Chris, I can't believe how much faucets are.
So Mark, can you get going?
For real?
What's that?
You start talking a little faster. Not,
When I see like, that's a good question. I've just done it so long. When I see there's like 10 seconds left, I just start wrapping it up. It's not even a point of talking because I know I need to give out the website.
God bless. I
wrap it up.
Yeah,
I want to try that sometime.
And every time I see one I like and look at the price, it's on the upper end. It's not.
Polar is on the upper end.
Yeah.
See if we find something in Delta.
Look at Delta.
Yeah.
Look at Delta stuff.
I just can't believe it. Honest to God, I just had no idea.
I love how Jack Smith, I swear to God, that pisses me off. Oh, what was your idea,
What is
by
this
the way?
new,
I got this idea.
This other color, champagne bronze.
That's
is that?
brush gold.
Oh, okay.
They just have a different name.
A new name for it.
Okay, because I was like, is that going to be a little pink?
I don't know how we would incorporate it, but my friend, the Salmonier, the wine guy, his wife and my wife, and we all go to dinner and eat places, and we do our own little review amongst ourselves.
Oh, cool.
I was thinking we could maybe somehow incorporate hidden restaurants and then just do like a little blurb on the radio once a month when I'm here about whatever we hit.
Sure.
I love
you
it.
guys be, like just if it's good.
Stop.
Yeah, we'd like that.
Phone.
We would like that.
What's
You
that?
want to do something?
I'm yelling
Yeah,
at
we
Kelly.
would. We'd love that.
Every move she makes, I'm
I have
yelling
a
at
picture
her.
about the restaurant.
Your aim sucks. No wonder you weren't on the Purdue baseball team.
It's supposed to be a really great Italian restaurant.
I don't know that place, but I know you like stuff.
Yeah.
And what's that guy's name? Dimitri.
Chopper, I know, but my complexion's still good, so I'm not too worried about it.
You're
What's
almost
Chopper?
my favorite color.
Apparently, the lighting keeps going dark light.
That is really, but see,
I prefer it light.
I was going to say that's what we should do. We should just pick a restaurant and maybe go together, maybe go independently, and then just kind of.
I like fine dining.
Let me see.
And I'm just saying.
Well, even shitty dining.
I don't know
Like
what
a
to
hole
do
in the
about
wall
the dark
sometimes is
light
the best,
right?
price. Chopper, sorry, I don't even know what to do about it. I don't even know what's causing it. But I'm not messing with the video camera and killing it. I just don't know what's causing it. Our lights in studio aren't dimming in and out, so...
My kids do. They're into eating.
Maybe you can turn them up and that'll stop it.
Restaurant week is, we go out every day.
Let me see.
And it's like half the price.
Or turn the yellow ones off. I don't know.
See if that does it.
No, I'm serious, man. When you text me next time you're in, I'm going to bring that for you.
Okay, all right, I'll let you know.
Shot glasses and we'll try it.
All right.
I'm really interested because I know you're an expert on it. I want to get
I'm
you.
not an expert.
Well, you're knowledgeable.
You need to drink with Eric. Eric's
Eric?
fun. He's my sommelier buddy.
Oh, he's a Solomon. Hey?
Yeah,
Oh,
love
yeah.
one, but yeah.
Oh, then he would.
Champagne bronze. All right,
he's
let's
fun
see colors.
because
He knows.
yeah, and he
Oh, I
loves
bet.
drinking with people that don't know. Right?
Oh.
That's how come I know anything is because of him.
Yeah, well, I would like to go hang out with him. So.
Okay, here we go. No. Brand.
Are we ready? Are we up? I said up during the break.
Oh, maybe it's over here in filter.
Usually.
You know, I looked it up. I'm pretty amazed by these hot dogs.
What hot dogs? The
I
Wagyu
asked,
ones?
Yeah, I asked Grok. I said, Wagyu beef hot dogs at Red Rocks Casino, is that real? And it came back and told me. All right, 303-713-8255. We got a line open. 303 Martino. I want to go back to Eric. Eric, what kind of vehicle is this on, by the way?
It's an older car. It's a 1979 Pontiac Le Mans.
Oh, wow.
231 V6.
Very cool. So you went out, you bought a new battery for it. I assume your old battery died. They kind of upsold you, or you bought an AGM battery, correct?
Yeah, they upsold me because the man said, "Oh, sir, you need to buy this one. This is the best. You know, it's only $80 more." And so I bought the AGM battery, and in 6 months it went dead. So I took it back, and they said it's completely ruined.
The battery?
Yeah, the battery.
Yeah, but it should be under warranty if it's 6 months. What do you mean it's ruined?
It's completely ruined inside. It was destroyed.
Well, it's a sealed battery. There's nothing you could have done.
Right.
There's no lead acid. There's no water you add. So are they saying they're not going to warranty it? I don't understand.
No, they gave me. They said no. We'll give you another one.
Oh,
so
okay.
The man said they probably shouldn't have sold you this battery for an older car. But anyway, so I bought a flooded battery. It's the best one. So I took it home, and the car acts like it acts like the battery's dead. It's a brand spanking new battery. So I called them up, and they said in all likelihood it's the alternator is probably dead.
So let's go back to the original symptoms. What happened? You went to start it, and it was just completely dead?
Dead.
So you thought it was the battery. When you brought the core up, or the old battery, did they happen to test that battery? Did they try to charge it and test it? Or did you?
The old one?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute. I take that back. They did.
Yeah.
They did test it.
And what'd they say?
It was bad. Well, it was out of warranty, so I had to buy a new one.
So you bought the AGM, you bought it home, you put it into the Pontiac, and you turned the key. Did it start at least once?
No, it ran for 6 months. The AGM battery ran for 6 months.
And then the battery was completely depleted and dead, right?
Yeah, I go out there one day to start it, and it was dead.
Yeah, and it was so dead. I get it. It was so dead that it actually ruined the battery, which, believe it or not, can happen even on a 6-month-old battery. That glass mat, there's basically an absorbent glass mat. It's like fiberglass. It's at the bottom that holds that acid, or it holds it. Yeah. So it can go bad if it's completely dead. Now, the interesting part, though, is in the 6 months' time. So the alternator probably was not charging it, but I mean, that's a very simple thing to check. Like Kevin Kalk and Sheridan Auto Tech could check that in probably about 2 minutes.
Well, yeah, but they think it's the alternator.
I understand that. I'm saying you don't want to go out and just buy an alternator not knowing that it's the alternator. Is that what you were thinking about? You're going to install your own alternator?
Yeah, I might, but see, here's the thing. When I bought the new battery, the flooded battery, I put it in the car, and the car acts like it's dead.
Yeah, it's not working, is what you're saying. So it doesn't even turn. It doesn't crank.
Not really. It just goes like that. It's brand spanking new flooded battery. And anyway,
how do you know? Wait a minute, though. This is intriguing. How do you know that battery's any good? How do you know you didn't happen to get in a replacement a bad battery?
Oh, do you mean the brand spanking new flooded battery?
Yeah, no. You had one AMG for 6 months. It was dead. They gave you another one. That one, how do you know that one's good besides the fact they said it was? Do you have a multimeter?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It shows 12 volts.
On a multimeter.
Yeah.
And then when you turn the key, but hold on. Then when you turn the key, you don't hear the starter. It doesn't even crank.
No. It acts like a dead battery.
Well, okay, it acts like a dead battery. If you truly checked it and you have, well, I would say most vehicles are going to require more like 12.5, 12.6 in order to crank. I don't think, I don't know. I'm going to get Kevin on and ask him, but let's say the battery is good and has plenty of juice to power that starter. I would still say then you might have a bad alternator because your last battery didn't charge, but you might have an entirely other problem as well.
Like a parasitic, a parasitic drain.
Yeah, he could have a parasitic drain. So when the car's sitting there and the alternator's not on, it's not charging the battery, but it's losing it somewhere.
It's discharging while the car's sitting.
Kelly, were we able to get Kevin? That's odd. Suzanne, try to reach out to him. Hold on. That might be him right there. I just saw our hotline light up. You know, you've got me intrigued by this, but hold on. We got this break coming up. I'm going to try to get Kevin on, but it could be two different things. In other words, I get the alternator not charging the battery, but Bo brought something up. It could have a big enough drain. The alternator is working, but if it's considering it's a 1979, I assume it sits in the garage.
Yeah, an old wiring could have a short and it's just draining.
Yeah, so hold on. We're going to get Kevin on after this. and we're going to figure out exactly what's going on. We do have one line open. Let me tell everybody we've got this issue with the alternator. Pat's got a question on Medicare. Pat, we have one of the best experts on Medicare you will ever talk to in your life, John Jones, Sr. and Jr., and Day over there at Integra. So if we got to get an expert on, we'll do it. We'll help you out with Medicare. I'm not sure who's on line 3, but we have one line open. Would love to hear from you. 303-713-8255, or you can call 303-Martino. Get that line filled for me. I'd love to hear about a ripoff. We have recouped over $300 million in cash merchandise exchanges refunds. I want to add to it right after this.
Give him a call first, guy.
JR, you are not sucking me into your Swift bullshit today. Swear to God.
The devil.
If she's the devil, I'm a devil worshiper.
We would love to go out to restaurants and do some form of review. Tom used to actually do restaurant reviews.
Yeah.
Now, the interesting part was he did them on, I think, Channel 7. He probably did them on Fox as well, but he would actually go into some of the really, really bad ones. You know, we're talking health reports. Yeah. But it was very interesting. It was a great segment.
It would be fun.
It'd be fun. I mean, just, like, my thought is, like, find something. If it's not that good, maybe we don't talk about it. But if it's good, then we...
I don't know why we wouldn't talk about it.
Whatever you guys.
Especially if it's nice.
But if it's good, like, give them a bump, right?
I wouldn't mind even doing, like, truly, like a 15-minute segment or even a half-hour segment each week on it if we did it. Yeah, just restaurant review.
Yeah, I mean, that's like
But good, bad, or indifferent. I don't want to just talk about good places.
The
New Orleans place.
Oh my God, that place
was so good, and it just
what was it?
The New Orleans Cajun in Parker.
Justice Nola, right?
Yeah, we're not talking about super expensive shit.
Yeah,
I mean, we might, but I mean, in general, restaurants.
Like that, where you go in and you're like, oh my God, we got to tell everybody about this.
Yeah.
So I loved the first time we went there. The owner was there.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. He was there. It was great. We talked to him. The second time he wasn't there, and they were just like, they were a little out of sorts.
He's, he complains a lot about his employees.
Yes, he does.
He does, man. He's like, I like that.
He looks like he's on permanent stress.
He's like the fucking soup Nazi.
He's like, oh.
God bless.
He was yelling at the one guy the first time. I forget what it was about.
Yeah,
he doesn't put up with any shit.
Nope.
He really is like the soup Nazi, but towards the customer, or towards the employees, not the customer.
I don't know. He might kick us out if we said something like, don't ever come back here.
He'd like the bump.
I'll tell you what drives me nuts, though. We like IPAs and different beers. So they had, in New Orleans, I discovered a great beer, the one with the alligator, A-Bit? What the hell's it called?
Abita.
Oh, yeah.
And he had it on his website, and I was like, hell yeah, we'll check that place out. We go in there, they don't have it. But everybody does that. It's like, update your website. Why do you advertise shit that's not there?
Because you forget about it.
No, because there's other restaurants that don't forget about it.
I know, but...
There's people who do live updates all the time on their beers, and it's like,
Yeah, it's an afterthought. The website's an afterthought. When you built it, he had it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, he did, and it was good.
No, but that's what I'm saying, and he forgot that he quit carrying it, couldn't get it.
To me, it's unforgiving. There's a brewery in Castle Rock called Iron Mule.
Iron Mule sucks.
We haven't gone there in so long because they had a great...
Oh, Mark, we went there and we walked right out.
Yeah, they had nothing but other people's beers, which was odd.
That's strange.
It's like, I don't even know how the guy's paying the bills, literally.
Yeah,
No, it's like... And then, where I was really going with it, they had one great beer I loved way back in the day when they had it, called Bodacious. And it was an blood orange IPA.
Yeah.
And it was great. I loved it. But they always said they had it, and they never had it. It's almost like they were fooling you to come in, because then you feel like, okay, I got to get something else. So now I just leave. I mean, literally, we just leave.
Yeah.
It seems rude, but fuck them. I mean, they're telling you you have it.
The other bad one is that one in Parker that used to be called Welcome Home Brewery.
That's one of those ones.
It's right there at Hess in that strip mall there.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be called Welcome Home Brewery during COVID. Then it changed to
the library or something.
Something like that. Anyway,
library. What was the what's the place next to it that totally pissed us off?
Something like Mountain Pizza. Something Mountain.
No.
Rocky Mountain Pizza.
Not that. I didn't mind them. Across. Next to him. We walked up there and the lady was like,
we're not open until 5 and it's like quarter of.
Yeah, not only that, they wouldn't even tell us. We've never been there.
Yeah, we were like, hey,
it looked like the kind of place, whatever the chef is serving is what you eat. Yeah. That's what it looked like. Yeah. And we walk in, we're like, oh, tell us about it. We don't open till 5. I'm like, okay, fuck you.
Yeah, we don't eat here. What's frustrating as a business owner is when your employees do that shit and you've got no idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
You're
a good point, Chris. Yeah.
Maybe we should start writing people like that a little more often.
It's like I get stuff, right? Well, they didn't call me. Like, oh, well, that would explain why you didn't pay your bill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody told me I owed the money or whatever the thing is.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Real quick, what do you want to do? Are we just going to do with Art of Granite in Red Rock after the show?
I got to call Mitch. Red Rock, there's nothing to deal with. It's going to be, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, okay. Do you want me to try calling and seeing if that girl answers to get sort of a status?
Yeah, I would like that.
All right, I'll go do that right now.
I'll tell you what, I haven't had any complaints in 2 weeks, which is something, or even more, 3 weeks.
Is Red Rock Solar?
Yeah, she got, I don't like talking about it on YouTube, but she got, like, the worst cancer you can imagine and has been off grid now. But we were getting some complaints like, I can't get a hold of Brooke. And all of a sudden, around the 5th or 7th of this month, I had 2 or 3 of the complaints going, hey, I finally heard from someone Brooke hired, and, I'm back on schedule, blah, blah, blah. But, man, I got nervous she was dead. In fact, I, honest to God, still don't know, to be quite frank. It was really bad.
Yeah, come on, son.
It was...
Right now?
One of my best friend's wives has that.
It's like you don't even know. And then when you operate like that, I don't even know what that looks like. If you can operate, yeah.
Maybe Ken might change your personality.
And I'll tell you, after Tom's stuff last year, I look at that. Now, I always tell people don't pay money up front, and it's funny. I always say one of the reasons is if that person gets hit by a truck. I mean, if you can verify, like, let's say it's 50% down or something, and you can verify the stuff was ordered in your name and stuff like that, that's one thing. But a landscaper shows up that's going to do $10,000 worth of labor, and you give him 50% up front, there's no parts involved, and he gets hit by a truck. It's not like he tried to rip you off. He's dead.
Yeah.
I'll just try emailing her.
Turn that down, though.
Here's her cell. It says to text.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Welcome, my friends, to the only show of the time. We're here to solve problems, answer questions, take your complaints. Our goal is to recoup money if you've been ripped off. We are the only show that exposes the bad guys. We were talking about actually a referral list member during the break. Look, we don't hold punches because they're advertisers with us. If they screw up, we don't care. That's why the referral list at referrallist.com is the best. We just don't play games. Honest to God, we do not play games. I have one of our members in with us today, Chris Consul with Discount Bass. So any questions you have. In fact, we're going to be talking about a few things with Chris, not just about bathrooms, but even just about business in general. And he mentioned something during the break, which is true. Communications is horrible with some companies. And I always wonder if the owner doesn't know. Chris, you were saying there's times like, you might have someone that didn't pay their bill, and you call them up. They're like, well, I was waiting for so-and-so to get back to me on a question I had.
Yeah, it's just, sometimes you just don't know, right? We were talking about walking into a restaurant and getting treated rudely, and you leave. And the owner probably never ever knew that happened.
Yeah, and how it came up is, I don't know the name of the place in Parker, but it appears to be one of these places where it's a menu. So they only do dinner. You go in there at 6:30 or 5:30, whatever time it is, and whatever the chef is serving is what you're going to have. He picks the starters, the course, the whole thing. And Suzanne and I were like, well, that's interesting. Let's go ask them. And it was 15 minutes before they opened, and their door was wide open. So we opened it up, and quite frankly, the lady at the podium, what is that? That's not going to be hostess. A maitre d', a maitre,
host.
A maitre girl.
Right.
Yeah, the hostess. The hostess is like, we said, oh, well, how does it work here? Well, we don't open for 15 minutes. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess we'll never eat here. And you're right. And I kind of put this blemish in my brain on this place, but literally, who knows if the owner knows that he's got a crappy hostess?
Yeah, correct. You know, I mean, as an owner, and the bigger you get, stuff goes on that you're not aware of.
Yeah, the more employees.
Yeah. So I don't know the solution to that is we try to be in contact with our people to make sure they're doing the right thing.
Well, the funny part in the idea that you brought up, the solution was they owed you money. So eventually you're going to reach out for your money, and that's when you find out.
That's when we would find out.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
So, but I mean, I don't think there's any excuse for a bad hostess. My God, that's the only thing you got to do in life is be welcoming. That's it.
That's your job, is to be nice to the customer.
That's it. You have no other job. You literally have no other job. That just made me think of the old Eddie Murphy bit. I think it was on Delirious when he's talking about Johnny Carson. And Johnny Carson, his wife has one job, just one job. And I'll leave it at that. 303-713-8255. 303 Martino. We have one line open. Listen, Eric called in. Eric's got an issue with his alternator. I got Kevin Calkin, Sheridan Auto Tech, I'm going to bring up in a second. But check this out, Kevin. 1979 Le Mans, Pontiac Le Mans. So here's kind of what happened, Kevin. He buys he buys a battery because the vehicle's not starting. So he goes out and buys the battery at one of these auto parts shops or wherever. He buys an AMG battery. So I do have a quick question on that. It really doesn't matter how old the car is. An AMG battery is not going to do any damage to a car that's that old, would it?
No, not at all.
Yeah, it's just a different way. Yeah, it's a different way of storing power. That's all it really is.
Correct.
So he buys it, puts it in, it works fine. Eric, it starts up, it runs, you do whatever. Then 6 months later, how often do you drive it, Eric?
I'm retired, so I drive it about 2 or 3 times a week over to Target, or the grocery store, or something like that.
Yeah, I got it. So he drives it quite a bit. But 6 months later, when it was dead, Eric, how long did you not drive it?
Oh, I don't know, 3 or 4 days.
All right, so, he's doing his normal driving in this vehicle, and it's all of a sudden it's dead. So he brings it back because it's only 6 months old. They check it, and they say it's toast. They can't even charge it, so they give him a new battery. It checked out completely dead. He gets a new battery. He goes home. He puts it in the 1979 Le Mans, and now what's happening is no crank, no start. It's acting like it's a completely dead battery. He said he put a meter on it, and it's showing. What is the meter showing, Eric?
It's showing 12, somewhere around there, 12 and a half. I can't see real good, and it's got a little needle,
Yeah. So he apparently, remember, it's brand new. I mean, you can buy a brand new bad one. I've sold them on accident before. So what do you think?
Oh, wow. Well, I don't know if the vehicle is overcharging and it fried the battery. That's my first thing that came to mind.
And that could be a bad alternator sending too much juice to the battery?
Bad voltage regulator, to where the battery's being charged above the 12 to 13 volts. It's pushing 15. It could have just destroyed the battery.
And including the first one and the second one. Let me ask you this.
The second one, he hasn't gotten it started yet, so I don't think so. But the no start, he's got to have a fusible link or something
that fried.
That
fusible links instead of maxi fuses on those older ones, that something's not happy. So either a ground has come loose, something in and around the battery is going to be found, a loose ground or something.
And being that old, there's really not, it's not like troubleshooting a new car, right? It's got to be a lot easier.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, everything's right there. You can see it, yeah.
Would there be a fusible link coming right off the battery lead?
Off the starter.
Right off the starter. And you mean in old school, like you twist it and there's a fuse in there and you put a new one in, that could be...
It's a wire that's designed to melt.
Oh.
That you have to replace.
Okay. Now, let me ask...
Something could have got jumped sideways and that fried the fusible link coming off the starter.
How would he verify there is no juice coming from, say, the alternator, or because it's totally dead, there's no way to really do that with just an ohm meter?
No, it's got to be running to check the alternator.
I got you. Eric, where do you live, man?
I live over by I-25 in Colorado, over by there.
Yeah, that's not too bad for Kevin at all, honestly.
No.
I would get it over to Sheridan. Let me tell you why, too, Eric. One, you want to drive the car. It sounds like you love it. My goodness. Two, I don't want you going out and throwing an alternator in it. He was pretty sure it was the alternator, Kevin, and that made sense at first, but it didn't make sense after he got the second battery, and now it does nothing, and it's reading 12.5.
Something completely different. I agree, Mark. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't want you just throwing money. Why don't you bring it over and just pay for the diagnostics? It's not going to cost you that much. Then if you want to, and Kevin says, hey, it is the alternator, and you want to do it yourself because it sounds like you enjoy that, then you can do that. But at least you know what it's going to be because he did the diagnostic. And honestly, there's no better person for electrical issues. They have all the equipment. These guys literally specialize in drains. They literally can figure out any electrical problem. It's quite amazing.
Okay, let me ask you this. If it is the alternator, do you think it ruins the new battery?
Well, even if it did, it's still going to be under warranty.
Yeah, but not yet. It hasn't even started, so I doubt it.
He's thinking it's a fuse.
That's not the issue.
Yeah, he's thinking it's a fusible link, or it could be a corroded wire. He's not thinking alternator. It might need an alternator based upon the first battery, but that has nothing to do with what's going on.
Yes.
Okay, so in all likelihood, you guys think it's something else, and if the alternator caused it, if the alternator's bad, you don't think the new battery's bad then?
Huh? No, what Kevin said is the alternator, for example, or the regulator can send too much power to a battery and ruin it. But this battery that you have in now, that you're telling us has 12.5, 12.6 volts, enough to at least make it sound like it's going to start, that's not going to be the issue with this. It's almost like you have two problems. One might have created the other one, right, Kevin? But it's two different issues.
No, exactly right. Exactly right.
I have a question for Kevin.
If you just throw, I would say this. And truly, I'd probably put $50 on it, Bill, or Eric, I'm sorry. If you went out and bought an alternator and just put the alternator in and did nothing else, you would have the same problem. I don't know how you wouldn't. Right. In fact, there is no way you wouldn't. I'll make the bet $100 and dinner.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And dinner.
Go ahead, Bo.
Kevin, it's Bo. Would the starting solenoid cause the battery to go dead if it was like closed shut? Would it short a battery out?
No.
No, but it could. No. The starter or that honestly could make it to where when you turn the key, nothing happens, right, Kevin?
Sure.
Hey, let me ask you this, Eric. Do the lights come on?
Yeah, everything works. Everything
works. Dude, okay, listen, Eric, I'm not going to beat a dead horse here. I appreciate your call. I'm telling you right now, if you go out and buy an alternator, you could very well be wasting your money in the predicament you're in right now. So Kevin Calkins, Sheridan Auto Tech. Eric, just go to SheridanAutoTech.com. Just go there right now. You can see the location. Call up Kevin and just schedule an appointment. You might have to have it towed down there, but it's not that far. You happen to be very close to him. Give him a call. Kevin Calkins, Sheridan Auto Tech. I appreciate it. If I was not running late, I'd tell you about the new smoker I bought. And the reason I say that is Kevin and I, when he's in studio for Car Day every Friday, we love talking smoking ribs and brisket and anything you can imagine, turkeys. I got a new one, and I absolutely love it. It's not that indoor one, though. And I'll tell you about it tomorrow when I see you, man.
Cool.
Thanks, Kevin. By the way, anybody out there, you have any electrical problems, alternator, engine, transmission, brake jobs, alignment, tires, they do it all. 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty nationwide, SheridanAutoTech.com. Everybody hold tight. Bill, Eric, Pat, and Deputy D's got a comment on that battery, too. We'll come to that right after this.
'26 is here, and it's time to turn down the noise and turn up the freedom. Triple J Armory Littleton is your suppressor headquarters. And all January long, every suppressor comes with free tax stamps. Our silencer shop kiosk is right in store.
No,
Choose your suppressor,
that
handle the
sticks out
paperwork, and
perfectly.
you're ready to roll. Quick, easy, no waiting. We got the gear, the expertise, and the attitude to make your range trip smoother and quieter. Triple J Armory Littleton. Quiet, smooth, ready for action. Free tax stamps and on-site convenience all January.
Joseph A. Lazara, he's a criminal defense attorney, and he's the best. I hope you never need him, but I want you to put his telephone number in your phone if you do. Maybe you get hit with a DUI or accused of assault, maybe child abuse, maybe shoplifting, you name it. This guy has handled everything from DUIs to murder cases. He is the best. He knows the DAs. He knows the judges. If you're guilty, he'll get you the best deal. If you're innocent, he can prove that to a jury. 303-429-6200. Joe Lazara, get it in your phone, 303-429-6200. Oh, hey, MR, I think that is what it's called. Hold on. I just logged into YouTube, Suzanne, and he put the name of it.
What's that?
Look at what MR put. See if it's that Peach House, Wolf Peach House. See if that is next to the brewery.
It is.
I think it said Public House.
Yes, it did. You're right.
They do have good food. Is it like I thought? You walk in and you eat whatever they have?
I don't recall.
Yes, that's
Well, it was something else not long ago.
Yeah, it's a Wolf Peach, though.
Used to be
Is this the one?
what
Rude
in
host?
Parker?
I think so.
Yeah, that was the one with the rude host.
That you won't be going back.
so rude.
Well, I just couldn't believe they did that. I found it very odd, actually.
So you go in there and they decide what you're going to eat, right?
I think so. I don't know. That's what I was asking. And she wouldn't even answer a question until they opened.
Yeah, she's the.
Yes, my buddy eats there a lot.
I thought it was a pizza place, but I don't know anymore.
No, right next door to
Is
that
the
brewery.
pizza?
Was
I gotcha.
And it went out of business recently. In fact, when we walked into that place in the last 2 months, the pizza place was out of business.
Dead spot on the starter. That's a good
I don't think it's Chef's Choice place.
You don't think it's what?
A Chef's Choice, I think.
It's a charcuterie place, isn't it?
No, I
Oh.
mean, it's like a fine dining restaurant. Wolf Peach is.
Maybe it was my
I think you
Metallica
said?
shirt that threw her off.
Charcuterie place?
I think this
Get
is
this
right.
bum out.
Maybe it was my female body inspector T-shirt that.
FBI shirt. This guy wearing a t-shirt.
You know what? I hate being. I'm profiled a lot, dude.
So am I.
You have no. I know you are. There is no doubt.
There's no.
I get profiled. I love it when people tell me how they get profiled. It's like, fuck you. I am more profiled than anybody. I've been in a Waldorf and they've asked for fucking ID before, and I'd already been checked in.
Oh wow.
I get it.
God.
I had a meeting with a new countertop.
Hey, even though your name is misspelled, Mark,
Yes.
you know what I get at hotels?
What?
We can't give you the key until she gets here.
Nobody's talking to me.
They're not talking to you. They think you're the delivery guy unloading the countertops.
Where'd you bring that guy?
Yeah, this is an important meeting. Why is he here?
We're
not going to
T-shirt
lunch.
and his hair, and he hasn't shaved.
We're not taking you guys to lunch with him.
I have literally been profiled so many times. So in your face, everybody. Everybody that bitches about being profiled, trust me, I get it.
Well, Talib is probably more profiled than you, but otherwise.
Talib claims, and I believe him, that every time he comes over to our house in Franktown, a cop follows him all the way to our house. I'm not kidding.
Well, that's nice because you've asked the cops to check on him, right?
Yeah, I called down to Douglas County.
Because he texts and says, "I'm on my way, man," and you immediately call the cops.
I got to call. Yeah, I got to call my friend at Douglas County and make sure they know he's a friend of mine coming over. Don't pull him over.
He's rolling.
Highway 83 without any ID check.
It's business as usual for Red Rock.
Oh, it is.
Yes, she said business as usual.
She did.
Yeah.
Excellent. Then we're putting it in. Did you talk to her about the other? Well, we
Here you go, coming back.
Make sure we're advertising. Make sure we're doing the advertising.
That's what I'm telling you about. Business as usual.
Did she say anything about Brooke? 303-713-8255. 303-713-8255. Boy, I like Kevin Calkin. Sheridan Auto Tech. You know what? This is one of the few jobs in the world where I can talk about people that I've truly gotten to know and truly like Chris with me with Discount Bath. Not only have I used his company for a bathroom, but we've gotten to know each other. So I know when I tell people, you got to use Discount Bath, they're great. I just know it's going to come through. I mean, honestly, I can't explain that. And that goes with attorneys. Now, I've never used Joe Lazara, the criminal defense attorney, but I've used almost every attorney you'll ever hear me talking about. Like John Fuller, I've used him twice for personal injury. I love using people. That sounds weird. I love using people. I love using people that we talk about. I find it strange sometimes when a host will talk about someone they have no knowledge about. And really, I'm talking about not even really local people in this building at iHeart, like Dave Logan. He knows all his endorsements. He knows his people. He does. Ross Kaminsky, he knows his people. He knows them. They make sure they're good to the best of their ability. They really do. But when you talk about some of the national guys, and I love Sean Hannity, but think about it. Every market he's in, he's got different endorsements for plumbers, HVAC. He might do a background check and do whatever sniffing he needs to do, or his people do, but he doesn't know these people. How could he? It's impossible. He's not going to know people in 1,000 markets. It's simply never going to happen. So if you listen to the show and use referrallist.com, I'll promise you something. Tom and I know these people. We do. When iHeart brings us someone, if they happen to bring them to us and we don't find them, trust me, we do background checks. We dig into them. We make sure they're good people. Now, good people have problems sometimes. For the love of God, good people have problems. But the good people make the problems right. They really do.
Take care of it.
They take care of it.
And Mark, your deputies have used your sponsors too.
Oh, my goodness, yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. In fact, most of the people you use on referrallist.com, you're going to use again. And when I do have an issue with someone, I'll call them out. I'll tell you this one, American, what was Rock's company? Restoration.
American Restoration.
I don't know what happened to Rock. Rock went off the deep end. Yeah. And Rock, if you're listening, I apologize. I know you were a big, great sponsor for 10 plus years, but I had to toss him. I literally tossed him. Couldn't take his money anymore, kicked him off referral list. Something happened in his life. I don't even know what it was, but man, talk about hero to zero. It was crazy. And he was on the list for 10 years. There's other ones too out there over the years. We had a solar company years and years ago, Solar Mart. This guy started taking huge checks up front, huge checks, all within a month's period. In 1 month, we had complaints on him after 5 years of no complaints. And boom, it went south so quick. It was crazy. I went down and confronted him right at his store while Tom was here in studio. So I want to tell you, There is a difference between hearing it from other people and hearing it from Tom and hearing it from myself. A big difference. Now, I digress. 303-713-8255. Suzanne, where am I going here?
Maybe to the Medicare question.
What is going on, my friend? What is your question about Medicare?
Yes, Mark and the gang. Let me back up a little bit. 4 years ago, I was able to escape Colorado, and I wasn't ever going to come back, and that didn't happen. And so here I am. But when I was out there, I'm on Medicare, Medicaid. I applied for South Carolina Medicaid, and in a week and a half, bada bing, bada boom, I had Medicare, Medicaid. Now I came back here, got signed up.
Wait, you came back to Colorado?
Yeah, my brother.
Wait, you said you escaped Colorado.
Yeah, well, he came back,
did,
Mark.
I had to come back. My brother called me. He needed help. His help was failing.
I got it.
And so
I'm sorry to hear that. By the way,
I came back, got on, went to Golden, applied for Colorado Medicare, and they said, "Well, you'll get a notice in the mail in 15 days." 15 days went by, nothing. A month went by, nothing. I went back down there. They said, "Well, you got to let the mail surprise you." I go, "So when can you give me an idea?" Couldn't give me an idea. So here it's been 4 freaking months now, and I'm still not on Colorado Medicare. And you guys are the only ones.
How old are you?
This kind of stuff.
How old are you?
And I'm 70 already.
Okay, kid. Okay. I was waiting for him to say, I'm 48. No, keep going, man. So basically, you just need help, right?
Oh, yeah.
Where did you apply? Did you apply online?
No, heck no. I can't do any of that. I went down there in person.
How long did that take, by the way? You made an appointment, went down there, or what?
Yeah, there's no waiting. It was the easiest thing I've ever done.
Have you? Why wouldn't you go back down again then? I mean, I'm curious about that, Pat.
I did go back down.
And they're just saying, wait for the mail.
They say, wait, let it surprise me. Well, the surprise
something. Hold on here. I do want to get John Jones or a Junior on, and I'll tell you why. I've got something I want to talk about, but I want to make sure I'm correct on it. I think, let's say you had to go to the doctor or had to go to the hospital or had to do something. I think you would be able to simply be able to do that, and then Medicare. Well, he said Medicare/Medicaid. We've got to get our expert on. I want to find that out. I think it can go retroactive if you need something. If you don't need something right now, say a prescription or something, that's a different story. You just wait a little bit. But I want to make sure that information's correct and how long the retro would be. Everybody hold tight. 303-713-8255. Someone's got a question about a body shop we're going to dig into, and I want to hear from you. 303 Martino, you've been ripped off, taken advantage of. I got 2 lines open. I want to help you, and I want to help other people by helping you. Hold tight.
Maybe that check went through Somalia first in the mail.
Say it again.
Maybe the Medicaid stuff had to go through Somalia mail.
We know how great the post office is. I used to take so much flack from my neighbors because I'd attack our mail lady in Franktown. She was the worst I've ever seen. She would literally tell us she did shit, and I'd go to the camera. She never was even at our house. Yeah. Just outright lies.
Yep. Yeah, the mail is not good anymore.
Do you have spots?
Yeah, I got one coming up.
Fix it.
You know, I want to tell you about Fix It 24/7. I've been talking about George Donaldson and Fix It for many, many moons now. Here's what I love about them. $39. You got a problem with that furnace? Maybe it's not working as well as it has last year. And we're all going to be able to test our furnace over the next few days. So if you do have an issue, maybe it's noisy, maybe it's simply not working, I want you to call these guys. $39, they'll come out and give you a diagnosis on what's going on with it. They'll also do it for electrical issues, of course, air conditioning, anything HVAC, plumbing. $39, a licensed expert to come out and tell you what's happening. Great people. FixMyHome.com. Go there. You can schedule right there or get their number. FixMyHome.com.
JR from the road, to answer your question, the sourdough thing is going. It's not successful yet. I am not sure how I raised a 23-year-old attorney and a 25-year-old Walmart manager, but can't figure out flour and water. Go figure. And I haven't tried the homemade cheese yet. Going to do that this Saturday when I'm stuck in the house. Did you want me to just do the same for Red Rock as last
same
month?
thing.
Or do you want me to change the days of their lives around, or just keep them as is?
We'll look at it.
Okay, so you just want to talk about it after the show? Okay.
I'm so happy to hear that. Did she talk health at all?
Said she's getting through it. That's it.
That's
like, it was very limited info.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, I'll tell you the rest of the conversation later, not on YouTube. But yeah, it seems like everything's okay.
Big Lou, because he can't go number 2. Big Lou, he's like you.
He's had 8 wives.
But he's on wife number 8. Does wife number 4 want more life insurance than your current wife number 8? Does number 3 not getting anything at this point? Call Big Lou. He's like you, but he's only on number 2.
Is this why you'll only be married once?
I love that, though. Does your current wife want more insurance than your former wives?
Good marketing. Don't forget it.
Yeah, there's people out there going, fuck yeah, she does. God damn it. She found out my ex had $1 million coverage.
Dear God. The Parker PO is just as bad. Oh, post office.
Yes.
Oh, I sent something from the Parker post office one time, and it took like 8 weeks to get where it was going.
Franktown was the absolute worst while that lady was there. She was so bad.
Did they run out of the Parker post office?
No, Franktown's got its own. It was closed for a year. It was closed for a year because the roof leaked. It was closed for a year. We had to go to Elizabeth to our P.O. box. But that wasn't even it. It was the lying, the outright, we attempted to deliver. And I'm like, okay, I got the whole fucking day on camera. You were never at our house to deliver that dog food. Then ultimately, when I bring the footage up and say, do you want to watch the whole day with me? They say, well, she's elderly and can't pick up the bag of dog food, so we put that on your door so you would come pick it up. I said, why the fuck would I order from Amazon? If I wanted to come pick it up, I could go to fucking Walmart. And you shouldn't lie about it. No. Tell me that in the first place.
Yes. Oh, that's crazy.
If I got to drive to the post office, there's no reason to have Amazon delivering shit to me monthly.
Right.
Yeah, what was her name? Remember the ladies even got
Joni.
pissed. Joni. My neighbors were even like, oh, she's so nice. I'm like, she's not nice. She's a liar. That's what put me over the edge. When she looked me in the eyes, her, the delivery lady, and said, I tried to deliver it.
Mark doesn't hold a grudge.
303-713-8255. By the way, if you listen behind the scenes,
it's cray, Mark.
It's a different show. There's no doubt. You know, I'm trying to be better. I really am. I'm trying to be better. But when I think
like
of
better
things,
at what?
Like when we were talking about Joni.
Yeah.
And Joni was our delivery lady
for
USPS out in Franktown. And there was multiple times she would say she tried to deliver something, and we'd just simply go to the cameras. It's not brain surgery, and she never did. So ultimately, when I actually drive up to the post office and talk to whoever not the postmaster, I don't know who they are,
the manager,
whatever,
or something.
Then I'm told, well, the dog food's too heavy, so she can't deliver it. And I'm like, well, she told me she attempted multiple times. Why would she lie about it? That's just what we do. And I'm like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. If I didn't want to get it delivered every month from Amazon, if I literally didn't want to pay for that, so I didn't have to drive.
But it was dog food, and she was an older lady.
Yeah, but then don't tell me.
Where it's like,
then tell me that.
Yeah.
For the life of God, tell me that.
Yeah.
Here I am paying for a subscription. I can go to Walmart and buy it cheaper. But because I don't want to have to drive to get the dog food, I have Amazon deliver
well,
it.
You're still taking it really personal.
Here's why I'm trying to become a better person, though. That was 7 years ago. And I swear to God, it's like yesterday still.
Yeah.
She looked me square in the eyes. I tried to deliver that 3 times. I go back and look at 12 hours of footage. I wasted my time. And then I was so mad at her, I go up there and I call it out to her manager. And her manager finally admits they didn't try once. And it didn't happen just once. It happened 3 times. I'm like, how is it possible? And by the way, it's dog food. How come Amazon leaves computers and monitors and TVs right in front of my house, but you're telling me you can't leave a bag of dog food?
It's your fault, dude. You need a smaller dog.
I swear to God, think of how long it's been. This is where I truly do need to be a better person.
Maybe you're the reason she retired. Because she retired shortly thereafter.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I mean, it was the lying. It was just the lying. When you order something from Amazon, honestly, it's because you either got the best price or you don't want to drive to Walmart. That's why you do it. So when they tell you they can't deliver it and you end up driving to the post office to get it, that's craziness. It's just craziness. Do you find it odd, though, Bo, that 7 years later? Now, it's not like I think about this. I don't even know what conversation we had during the break. No, Chris was talking about the Parker post office not being the best.
Yeah.
Did we ever get a Medicare expert up for Pat Kelly? So, Pat,
I'll text John Jr. real quick. Hang on.
Pat, you've been holding a while. I really want to get them up. So we're going to get this figured out for you. I want you to get signed up for Medicare, Medicaid. But just hold tight, man. If you can hold. And then if you want Kelly to call you back, we have no problem doing that. And then speaking of that, 303-713-8255. Any questions? Any issues you have, got a bad contractor in your life, or something good, a good experience we'd love to hear about. 303-MARTINO. You can call right now, 2 lines open. Bill, what is going on with this body shop, or it says you need advice?
Not a body shop, mate. I'm calling about a car. I don't know. By the way, I take it back 10, 15 years. I'm a long-time listener to this show.
Awesome.
I called about this car, a 2002 Suburban, a few times. It's been seen by Kimmer, the transmissions. It's been seen by Budget A1. It's been seen by a couple of other people on your referral list. For the last 10 years, it was seen by somebody else, someone I considered a friend.
Uh-oh.
About a year.
Don't tell me his name. What's that schmuck's name? What's that guy's name, Kelly?
He's no schmuck, and he listens
Jolliffe?
to the show.
It's not Jeff Jolliffe, is it?
No,
okay.
mate.
All right, keep going.
He's a longtime friend, and he listens to the show. But for 10 years, he's been seeing my truck and taking great care of it. And I put a lot of money in it through him. It got eaten up by mice. It went into limp mode transmission. I took it back to him. He ended up doing more damage to it than good. Long story short, almost a year later, I take it to another shop. They get it running within a week. So obviously, I'm out I'm out huge because I've lost my truck. For
How much did you pay the guy that couldn't fix it and made it worse?
Nothing. He let me tow it to a new place because he's a friend.
Yeah.
And I even had to go out and buy a new truck. I've got 16.
Yeah, but it's running now, right?
It's running now.
I'm just curious, Bill, what was that story about? I mean, I love the story, but what was it about? I thought you were going to say the guy owed you money, but where were you going with that?
With what?
With that story? Yeah.
Well, here's the beauty of it. The insurance company, Compass Insurance.
Yeah.
And through their carrier, which is Auto Owners, has done amazing work for me on this problem. And Benjamin Bramwell, I can't say enough great things about this guy. What I really want to know is, what do I do about the shop that caused me a year's worth of downtime with my truck?
And what shop was it?
I can't say. I don't want to say it over the air. I'll say it offline.
Because that's your friend, right?
Yes.
Well, there's nothing. He didn't charge you, right?
Yeah, no charge.
No, but I had to go replace the truck. I had to go buy a new truck.
Yeah, but you could have. There's
man.
nothing you're going to do about it. I mean, unfortunately, there's nothing. You bought a new truck. At any point in that year, you could have simply had it towed out of there. You kept it there. I don't see any way any judge in the world would award you anything, especially since he didn't charge you a nickel. I get everything you're saying, but there's nothing there. There's nothing, Bill.
Yeah, it's crazy what this cost. What this has cost me.
Now saying that, here comes the caveat.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're not saying the name of the shop and talking about him. You want to sue him and get something back, but yet you don't want to say his name.
He's hearing it right now. He's listening to the show.
Okay. Well, I think he should call it.
He knows that the Sasquatch is running. He knows that it lives.
Yeah.
Or at least he does now. He knows that he held it hostage for damn near a year.
How did he hold it hostage? Just saying that he could fix it?
I'm not working on it. I'm working on it. I'm waiting for parts. I'm not waiting for parts. It's your fault. The parts aren't here because you didn't respond to me fast enough. Blah, 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 blah.
Bill, I am so baffled why you don't want to give out the info. I'm baffled by it. I can actually tell in your voice how irritated you are.
He got the runaround for so long, but now he's trying to protect the guy. It's insane.
Yeah.
Because we're in a small community of people.
Couldn't you have taken it out of there, Bill?
Let's just say this. Twin Peaks Diesel in Dacono, that is an amazing group of guys. They're the shop that saved the day, got my Sasquatch running, and they're the ones who are going to reap the rewards of the insurance payout, because the insurance is going to pay out for it.
Pay out for what?
What's the payout?
The rodent damage.
Oh, that's very true. They should pay for that, and they will get it.
Yeah,
that's pretty tricky stuff, though, man. In the Denver metro, I would send you to Sheridan Auto Tech. I'm glad you found a place up there, because electrical stuff like that, man, that's some of the hardest stuff. They could gnaw on so many. Have you ever looked, guys, inside of a big wiring harness coming off like an Acura or a Honda? I mean, there's like 8 million wires in there.
It's like spaghetti.
It's crazy.
When I opened the back of my Suburban, that's what I saw in the back seat, along with the fuse box and everything. He hacked it out with a Sawzall.
Oh my God! I had
the other company's already got it put back together. I'll have my truck back soon. Come,
Bill. I had an experience similar to that. I was putting a new engine in an Acura, and I had one of my techs do it. I happened to own the Acura, and it was kind of a side project. It came in, it had a bad head gasket, so I bought a used engine for it. I was going to have one of my own techs put it in and then basically sell it. So he pulls the old engine out and he cut right through the harness, thinking he'd be able to glue this thing back together, put the new engine in, and there it sat for 5 or 6 months. He simply couldn't figure it out. So at that time, I brought it over to Lakewood Electric, which is now actually kind of Sheridan Auto Tech. And I ended up paying about $1,500, and that was a wholesale rate in order to get it running. So I feel you, man, on mice biting through stuff and stuff like that. So I feel for you. I'm still a little perplexed why you didn't want to say and warn other people about the bad shop, but that's you. That's on you, man. 303 Martino, we got lines open. 303-713 8255.
Vestera and become the banker.
MyMoneyMyWay.com. I want you to get signed up. There's a seminar tonight. Last day to sign up. Suzanne and I will be out there. It's a retirement seminar. We're going to have reverse mortgage experts. We're going to have annuity experts. We're going to be talking about Social Security. You got to check it out. It's in the Denver Tech Center at the Even Hotel right across from Maggiano's. Anybody can get there. I don't care where you're listening. But go to MyMoneyMyWay.com to get signed up. It's tonight, MyMoneyMyWay.com, and get signed up or call 303-779-6000. We're going to be talking about retirement you simply cannot outlive. Now, talking about investments, Vestera Properties, Barry Miller, he's good at finding little spots in the country that are up and coming, areas where maybe a big company's coming in or a military contract. For some reason, the home prices are going to go up. He finds the right home for you. He helps you find a property management company, and they rent it out. You try to cash flow the whole time. And then as the house is appreciating a year or two later, you sell it and you make money. Some people go back and buy multiple homes after that and do it again and again and again. But we have listeners that have made 40 to 50% annual returns with Barry. Check out VesteraTurnkey.com. Remind me, I want to copy you on this.
On me? Are you talking to me or someone else?
No, I'm talking to you. I'm going to copy you in the email. I forgot to call this guy, so I'm going to have you set a reminder.
Okay. I don't know why George Thorogood isn't coming back through Denver. He's doing another tour.
I love Thorogood.
God.
Have you ever seen him?
No, I've never seen him.
George Thorogood is
like him?
unbelievable. He's like 100 years old, and he jams
He
out.
still rocks out like he's 20.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It's how he jumps around on there.
So,
Really?
if he ends up putting a date on, I'll hit you up, see if you guys want to go with us. Yeah? Yeah.
We've seen him. I've seen him at least 4 times. He's 75.
I think I've seen him, unless you've seen him out of Colorado.
I've seen him with Larry.
Oh. Yeah.
That was, my God.
God, he's a trip,
That was
too.
pre-kids, I believe.
Probably, huh?
I think it was at the Bluebird.
Well, that's where you and I saw him. So you could have been there twice.
Yeah. What's the real tiny one? Is that the Bluebird?
Bluebird. Mm-hmm.
Remember the lady next to us? We had like front row. The lady next to us, like, she went to like every show or something weird. She followed him around.
She was
Groupie,
A
total groupie.
Yeah, 80.
Yeah.
She was his age. She
Yeah,
was
she was.
between 70 and 80.
Yeah, she was all decked out in to the nines.
I drink alone. Every morning just before
Yes,
breakfast.
XR7G. We have a lot of commercials.
Just me and my good buddy Wiser. That's all I ever need, 'cause I drink alone.
That's a cover.
That's
No,
right.
he wrote that.
He wrote that. No.
I'm almost sure. Let me look now.
I drink alone.
Who wrote? If it's a fucking cover, he's been singing it for
It might as well be his.
30 years.
Oh, it was written by George.
Yeah.
It was.
I was almost sure. He does do a lot of covers like...
Cocaine Blues is a cover.
Cocaine Blues is great. Cocaine Blues. Oh my God! Now it's like I know every word to that song. Early one morning while making the rounds,
gosh.
I took a shot of cocaine and I shot my baby down.
I really got it
shot her
started.
down, then I went to bed. I stuck my loving 44 beneath my head. Early next morning, I grabbed my gun.
Mark sings.
I took a shot of cocaine and away I run. Made a good run, but I run too slow. They overtook me down as far as Mexico.
George Thorogood featuring Mark.
Yeah, featuring.
Taking some high roads.
You missed your
taking
calling.
some-
You should have been a part of his band, the Destroyers.
You're the dirty hack and shot that woman down. When I was arrested,
Were you
I
a
was
Grateful
dressed
Dead
in
fan?
black.
So you're pretty bummed over the Bob Weir. Yeah.
Do you like the new Dead?
No.
No.
You didn't like it with Mayer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because that dude can play too.
John Mayer is freaking talented.
No, I know what you meant. Yeah, they're good. I thought there was another band called the New Dead.
Oh, there might maybe like a cover band. And then it does look like Metallica is going to be doing a residency at the Sphere.
Hey, XR7G. Yes, I understand.
that's what I was
There's
just
lots of
telling you.
commercials. That's why I try to entertain during the break. So calm down, Becky. All right, 303-713-8255, 303 Martino. We got some lines open. We got another couple hours to go. Love to hear from you. You've been ripped off. You need help. Like I said, what's really cool is our experts in referral list. We're trying to get one of our experts on from Integra Health Insurance to help a guy get on Medicare who was in one state. Now he's moved back to Colorado. And you pretty much name it. This one we're going to go to now. Shauna, apparently she has... It says from Tuesday. I'm going to have to remember what this was about. Shauna, what happened? It looks like you called in before, but what's going on?
I have a 2018 Kia Soul that had an engine failure that we were originally thinking possibly could be the fault of Grease Monkey. Now I have a question regarding Kia's extended warranty because now they're denying me coverage even though it word for word says in the extended warranty wordage exactly what happened to my engine, but they're telling me that I don't qualify.
Well, okay, let's start here. Why do I see on the screen Grease Monkey? Where does Grease Monkey come into play?
So the engine failure happened less than 500 miles after I got my oil changed at Grease Monkey.
Now, hold on, Shauna. So let me ask you that. Did you tell the warranty company that? Are they declining it because they're saying Grease Monkey caused it?
No, they are not. They do not suspect that it was caused by something from the oil change.
What are they accusing you of? Lack of maintenance, for example?
No, they haven't said anything about that, and I do have the maintenance records to give them. They're saying because my car passes the Barron's clearance test or bearing clearance test, but it has a broken rod, it doesn't cover, or it's not covered. But the warranty explicitly says...
Who is the warranty?
So it's through Kia. It's an extended warranty from a class action lawsuit from 2023 or 2024.
So they're saying, okay, so it had oil consumption issues, I assume?
Yes. That's what the class action lawsuit was
And
for.
what did it bring your warranty to? Like 120, 150?
150.
And then how did the years work on that, out of curiosity? 10 years, 20 years?
150 or 11 years, I think. Is
Okay, or 11 years. So you definitely qualify there. And once again, I just want to make sure that extended warranty is literally because of the class action. It is not an aftermarket warranty you purchased.
Correct.
So what dealership turned it in to them? And what did the dealership tell you?
So the dealership that it was diagnosed at and that is telling me I don't qualify is the Longmont Kia dealer.
And they're saying you don't.
Fowler, I think it's
and once again, they're saying you don't qualify because it's just a rod?
They're saying I don't qualify because the clearance of the bearings is fine, but the bearing is what failed. It's a broken bearing and a cracked rod, and it specifically says in that extended warranty for all failures of bearings and rods.
Okay, hold on.
Within the long block.
And how do you have that warranty? Like in a PDF?
I I have it through the website of where you can, where the class action officially started from.
Can you
But it's
send
word
me?
for word in there.
I want you to send that link to help@troubleshooter.com, but I want to clarify something else. So when you called the show Tuesday, Grease Monkey, you were trying to get Grease Monkey to pay for the engine?
When we called the show Tuesday, the information that we had pointed to it being an improperly installed oil filter that caused the engine to have no oil going through it, which caused the issue.
I do remember that a little
That's
bit.
not what happened.
Okay, so hold on. Now you found out, because who tore it apart? The dealership it's at? And what dealership is it at?
Longmont, Kia Longmont Fowler.
All right, hold on a second. Hold on. I want to get Kevin Calkin back up, but Kelly, what I really want, I definitely want Kevin up when we come back, but what I really want is that link that she's saying all the verbiage is in, because I want to see exactly what she's looking at. And then also ask Shauna if she has a report from the Longmont Kia dealer showing why it was denied, like literally in text or in an email why it was denied. We got a lot cooking. We got some open lines. I want to hear from you. I want to fight for you. 303 Martino, 303-713-8255. Now I got to fire up the old Surface. I got to log into Grok. We got to have
Mark's
Grok.
middle name.
We got to have Grok check out this issue with this contract. You know how nice it is that Grok can read an entire contract in like 20 seconds.
Sounds like data.
And tell me where to go to eyeball it myself. It can actually give me an opinion on how it was written.
You love Grok, don't you?
I like Grok. Tom likes Grok. I think Gemini. I forget who he uses. I think he uses
I thought
Gemini.
he used Chat GPT.
Yeah,
That's
ChatGPT.
Oh, does he?
I think
Isn't
so.
Chat GPT Gemini?
I know. I booked charges for Chat GPT.
I wonder how much is he paying, you know?
I don't know. If
Is it
it's
monthly?
20 a month. I
That's
forget
cheap.
now. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, 20 a month.
That's cheap. I pay like $1,000 a year. Mine has no limitations, though. I can do videos. I can do, well, you know that.
Yeah, but there was something, Tom says you can't customize it, whatever that means. I heard him saying that the other day.
He's talking about individual models where it doesn't matter because Grok just does it different. It goes back in history. I've got every model in one model. I don't know how to explain it. But he's right in this form. I can't create a model for you under my account. It's always going to use mine. You can log in and use mine, but it's going to basically think you're me.
Yeah. Well, on mine, if I hit Grok, it says sign in.
Yeah.
Is that because it's not signed in as you?
Yeah, you'd have to. be
So I can
signed
use
in.
the free version?
Yeah, but the free version can't do a lot.
Oh.
Or just log in as me.
Well, I don't know your user stuff.
Well, I ain't saying it now.
Right. I guess I could hit you. How does it know? Because when it's using you as the driver, when you hit Mark, there's Mark, Suze, Easy. When you hit.
That's totally different.
Oh.
Grok's
well,
totally
then how
different.
in the My Tesla does it know you're logged in and when I'm not logged in? I wonder how it knows that.
Well, I don't know what it allows you to do in the Tesla, but my car is logged in as me.
I see.
I had to pick up a heat.
I don't know.
And I think I logged in as me through yours too, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. How much is it a year?
1,000.
Oh.
But it includes the check mark for X. So it's really
And I go, what did you do? He said, well, now that you have
they make you do it that way.
Yeah, you know how I feel about Grok. I mean, it's useful.
You might be able to start using Gemini.
Why is that?
Because I think when I renew my Office 360, I'll do the upgraded, so you can use that model. My Office 360 is coming up, and they're offering 50% off the premium, which has the Gemini.
I guess maybe I would like to explore it for making spreadsheets for me.
Do you use any AI models, Chris?
I use Grok, and I had one through Alex Ramosi, which is like acquisition.com. I don't know if you know who that is, but it's very specific to my business.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
I was building a business plan on a trailer park with Grok over the last week.
Nice.
It's so funny how it thinks of things. I mean, there's software I've used before.
It's funny is that you're asking because I'm on it right now putting together a marketing plan to up our meta ads.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty. I like AI.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I use it a lot.
I
for
try
bullet
to
points.
embrace it. Mark is teaching me a lot just by observation because he uses it a lot when we're in the car together.
And now that they integrated the Tesla with directions and everything with Grok, it's even crazier.
My wife used it recently. Her, siblings and mom and dad need help and that kind of thing going on, right? The back and forth bickering. And she had sent something into Chat GPT so that she wouldn't say it wrong.
Really?
And she sent it all text to her sisters with what.
Was it helpful?
No, they all thought I wrote it.
That's not even you saying that. I've heard that before. I've heard that from me. It's not even using AI, just saying something myself that's like, that's not you, that's Mark behind you saying that.
Yeah, and then she's like, no, I put it in AI so you guys didn't get mad at me.
Family.
I got thrown under the bus. I wasn't involved.
Okay, gotcha, Talib. I'll check it out and see if I can embrace it.
That's funny, Greg. No, you wrote it. But you did, you had to formulate a speech so you could solve a family issue?
Yeah, it was.
That is just kind of weird.
Well, they were. It's a long story.
I'm going to solve this problem. I'm going to have.
Mom and dad are doing this thing, right? And
they're doing it.
Well, this doesn't make any sense why you're doing it with sister and brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, this doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but leave me out of it. And then she put it, because I know how this is going to go, right?
So is it your mom and dad or your wife's?
Hers.
Okay.
Hey, we're off air right now. When I go to the one link, it's not, all I see is overall inspection report, which is like tires and, I don't see where it's talking about your engine problem. Do I hit review? Oh, here we go. I found it. It says miscellaneous diagnostics, customer states. Yeah, but I don't see any information on it. Ad service, not good.
Oh, Chris, that's funny.
Yeah, but
anyway,
listen to me. All I see says needs immediate attention. Service was pre-approved. Miscellaneous diagnostics. Parts, engine long block, and engine gasket kit. $6,640.50. That's all I see. I don't see why it needs an engine long block. Where does it talk about the rod? Who was the repair tech? Do you have her info, what number to call? Hold on. I'm going to have Kelly. I want to try to get Amanda on. Hold on. Have Kelly tell her to pick up line 1 and try to get the service writer's info. I just want to ask service writer what's going on.
Democratic Party's ongoing war on police. Let's talk about what we need to do to back the blue. Join me at 4.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Welcome, my friends, to the only show of its kind. We're here to solve problems, answer questions, take complaints. We're here to make your life just a little bit better. You've been ripped off or taken advantage of. I want to hear from you. We have recovered over $300 million in cash merchandise exchanges, refunds directly due to the show. Don't forget, too, we have a show within the show on our YouTube channel. You can go to youtube.com, type in Troubleshooter Network. You can hear us during the breaks. A lot of times we're talking different topics, sometimes a little colorfully.
It's maybe a little R-rated sometimes.
It can definitely be R-rated. We've been talking about a lot. By the way, in studio with me, that's Suzanne, my lovely wife. And then we have Deputy Bo to my right. And then we have Chris Console, discountbath.com. We were talking about something last hour on the big break, but I'm going to go to that in a second because I'd like people's opinion on it. But 303-713-8255, 303 Martino. I'm going to go back to Shauna. Shauna called in, and basically she had a rod, and I'm going to have her explain.
Mark, you told me to have her get the service writer's info, so that's what she's doing right this second.
Yeah,
that's why the line's lit up.
that's all right. I got her now. So Kevin Calkin, I want you to listen to this. Kevin Calkin, one of our experts, referralist.com, Sheridan Auto Tech. So, Shauna, what did they tell you was wrong with the Kia? And we're talking about, Kevin, a 2018 Kia Soul that had a oil consumption issue, and basically they got awarded through a class action, 150,000-mile warranty. So she is under that, and basically a rod broke. But I want you to explain what the service advisor said. And by the way, Shauna, we're trying to get that service advisor to come on and clarify. But what did they tell you? What's your understanding after they tore the engine down of what happened?
So my understanding is I have a broken bearing and a cracked rod in one of the pistons. Because my engine still passes the bearing clearance test, even though I have a broken rod or a broken bearing and a cracked rod, it doesn't qualify under that extended warranty. But the extended warranty that I have and that I can see the wordage of specifically says due to bearing failures. So I'm having a hard time understanding why I don't qualify when that's word for word what it says in the extended warranty.
So Kevin, are they saying the oil consumption, to the best of your knowledge, the oil consumption lawsuit basically would not apply here because her problem wasn't caused by a possible consumption issue?
Wow. Oof, I got to think on that one. I don't see how they can avoid internal engine damage in an engine that's known for knocking an oil consumption. I don't understand.
What do they mean by the clearance? Explain that to me a little.
Well, the clearance is the oil passage between the rod bearing and the crankshaft. So if it's within spec, it didn't spin a bearing or anything, but it's still an oil issue with this motor. I don't understand how they're trying to clarify
it's an oil
that
issue and it's specifically a broken bearing, which is what it says in the extended warranty specifically.
I'll be anxious.
You're not going to have a broken rod without a bearing issue. That's weird.
Well, in bold caps on this extended warranty, Kevin, it does say, and long block assembly caused by connecting rod bearing failure. Does that change anything?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't see how you can have a rod issue without a bearing issue. They're one and the same typically.
And they are also saying if they believe there's any neglect, maybe they're thinking there was neglect.
Here's what I'm kind of reading.
I was not told that, and I do have the records that prove otherwise. But
I'm just brainstorming, Shauna, with Kevin for you to see.
Yeah.
Kevin, here's some other people that are basically saying kind of the same thing, and here's kind of the response. It's saying the settlement's extended warranty can still cover a broken connecting rod or related short block damage, even if the bearing clearance measures in spec during the inspection. But it depends heavily on the full diagnostic picture, symptoms, and how the dealer, the Kia dealer, interprets the cause.
Wow.
Well, what do you make of that? I mean, explain that in layman's terms. That's kind of what I was asking you at the beginning. They tore it down, and even though it's a rod issue, are they trying to say, and we really are trying to get the dealer on, are they trying to say that, well, even though the rod was an issue, it had nothing to do with oil consumption?
That's what they're saying, yeah, but I don't know how they can prove that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't either.
I don't know how that can even work, yeah.
I'd be curious if it was under 100,000 miles. We already know it's in the 10-year powertrain. How many miles are on it, Sean? Is it over 100?
It's over 100. It's 111,000
Yeah, I got
miles,
you.
but it's within the 150 extended.
I understand that. I'm very curious if it was under the 100, just the powertrain, if they would have denied it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't see how they can distinguish that damage to something other than what the warranty's covering. I don't know how you can do that.
Yeah, in everything I'm
That's
looking...
why I was confused.
I've gone through this entire contract, not me, but my Grok model, and basically, I mean, it's basically saying the same thing, that it really depends on how the dealership communicated with the manufacturer, and I know nothing about this dealer in Longmont. Kelly, did we try to reach out to them?
I just left her a message.
I'm hoping we hear back from her.
Overheating or anything related to this failure, was there?
No, there's never been any other issues besides a replaced battery and some brake work.
Now, here's what I'm afraid of, though, Sean, and you got to be very transparent. I don't know if it actually matters, but when you brought it to the dealer, did you say, hey, Jiffy Lube just worked on this? Because let me throw this into the mix, Kevin. Jiffy Lube, or I'm sorry, Grease Monkey did an oil change on it, then 500 miles later is when the rod broke. So at first, Shauna thought it was related to Grease Monkey, but now they got it to the dealer. What did you share with the dealer? Because I wonder if the dealer shared your initial thoughts with the manufacturer, and they're basically declining it more based on that.
Good point.
So we did not share any of that information when we brought it to the dealer. We wanted it to be a non-biased diagnostic. We shared that there was an engine knock and that I lost power and that we towed it to them because we wanted it to get checked out. That's all we shared.
And what did the dealership say at first when they called you back? Did they charge you for a teardown?
No, they haven't charged me for anything yet because they were waiting for the approval to do the repairs. Which
So they thought,
for all the stuff.
Did they think it was going to be covered?
I don't know. From my understanding, it sounds like they haven't even tried to submit it to Kia to see if it's covered.
Why? Why is that your understanding?
So we're not going to.
Maybe a different dealership, Mark.
Well, yeah, but why do you think they wouldn't try to get it covered? Explain that.
That's what was told to me on the phone of, well, this is not going to be covered, so we can't even submit it to Kia because they're not going to cover it.
But why would they say
that? What they told me.
Why did they? And that's when they explained that the bearing was in that tolerance or in spec.
Yes, that's when they said because it passed this test that it would.
Boy, if you're not I don't want to say exaggerating, but if you're being as straight as possible, and this is all gospel, what you're speaking, they're idiots. They're stupid. I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why.
I don't understand why they wouldn't send it and give Kia the chance to deny it and then go from there. Why would they just not?
But what's more baffling, it's not like the dealership doesn't get paid to do it. I mean, they're going to get paid more charging you the $6,000 whatever, but they're still going to get paid to do it. Kevin, what do you make of this?
That's why I asked about the overheating. The only way you can lose a rod is, without a bearing, is if you have antifreeze in the cylinder and it can't compress it, and that will damage the rod. So if it was not overheating and it was full of oil when it got there and everything else, I don't see how they can say this is abuse.
Are they going to send you a report why it's not covered?
I asked for that, so they're supposed to be getting one for me, but I haven't gotten it yet.
We never have luck with anybody in Longmont car related. I mean, wouldn't you agree with that,
Mark? Yeah. Zeus had a good point. Could you just take it to the Grand Kia dealer in North Glen?
Well, it's already tore down.
Well, I don't know if it is torn down. Do you know, Shauna?
I don't know if it is or not because they kept asking. They were asking if I wanted to continue with a full diagnostic, but it's going to cost me $900 more and a whole bunch of stuff.
I don't think
I don't even know if they've done a full teardown.
Do they say you owe anything right now?
Only if they continue to do the work.
Okay.
Only if I approve them to do it.
Can you drive the vehicle right now?
It will start and it drives in, like, I think Kia calls it limp home mode, so it only goes up to 25 miles an hour.
How far away is that other Kia dealership?
If you drive it, they can say it's abuse too. So
Yeah, well, regardless, whether they tow or where is it?
It's in North Glen, the one I'm thinking.
How far is North Glen? I just don't know.
From Longmont? I don't know, 15, 20 miles.
So it's not crazy.
And I think they have pretty good ratings, the North Glen Kia.
The North Glen.
get it out of there.
Does Steele and Doug still have a Kia? Hold on a second. Let me take this break. Kevin, let me put you on hold if you would. And then also Jay, hold on. He's got a comment. Maybe he has a Kia that he's been through this with. I'm just not understanding it. But I'll say this. Knowing that it's happening in North Glen, it's not shocking. It just really isn't. Maybe what we need to do. Hey, Kelly, let's get the VIN number. I want to get that VIN number, and I'm going to have a deputy reach out to Kia directly and see if this damn thing's even in their system. Because if these people at North Glen are deciding, without dealing with the manufacturer, whether or not it's under the manufacturer's warranty, I got a big problem with that. I don't know why they would do that, though. That's where I get baffled. They get paid. Now, granted, it's not the full labor rate, but they do get paid a rate to do this work. So unless if they're so busy, they're making money hand over fist, I'm not sure why they would possibly decline this with no information. It's crazy. In fact, it's not making any damn sense to me. Hold on.
Yeah, how can you make these assumptions without tearing the engine down?
My wife's listening. She says this is giving me PTSD.
I'm going to use you on this, Suzanne.
What'd you say?
It's giving her PTSD. We had grease monkeys screw the car.
TheArtofGranite.com. Listen, I'm going to go straight to the source here, and that's my wife, Suzanne. How many times have we used Mitch, and how many bathrooms has he done in our house? I
He's
count
done
3.
2 bathrooms, a utility room. No, 3 bathrooms and a utility room.
And
yes.
then part of the kitchen, he helped us get back to normal. If you need countertops, he's amazing. I loved when he comes out. The guy knows everything.
He does, and he helped me with some color picks. He looked at my cabinets for my quartz countertops in the master bath, Mark, and made it look beautiful.
It's insane. If you want the best countertops out there, the craftsmanship, the fabrication, I am telling you straight up, these guys are the best over there. Mitch came over from another country, Romania, years and years and years ago. He's got a wife, he's got kids, he's part of our community. If you want the best countertops at the best price, you're going to go with Mitch. We've used him for years and years and years now. Literally over a 10-year period, we've used him. He was in our house, I don't know, a year and a half ago. So, theartofgranite.com. You got to get down to Golden. You got to meet him. You got to look at all the quartz and the granite and all the different slabs he has. You're going to be very happy. But it all starts at theartofgranite.com. Now, K&H Home Solutions, talk about a great company. You know how long K&H has been around? 1956. 1956, right here in Colorado. And I'll tell you something, they're great people. They have beautiful lines of windows, including Alpine windows made right here in Colorado for homes, especially up in the mountains. It's like having a wall with insulation, but it's a window. The R factor is absolutely crazy. All American-made products, the highest quality material in those Alpine windows, but they also have previous siding, and they have a line or multiple lines of entry doors and sliders. It's a great company. If you're looking for siding, doors, windows, give them a call. No matter what, get a bid from them. Shop around, but I'm telling you, you're going to love K&H. KHWindows.com. KHWindows.com. So, I I don't understand. Can you put Kevin up with me? Is that possible, Dragon? Hey, Kevin.
Yep.
I can't understand. We're not on air. I cannot understand why the fuck they would not even call the manufacturer. If that VIN number is part of it, and they haven't even called the manufacturer, they must be saying like it was either lack of oil or customer abuse, but they're not even telling her that. I'm just at a loss here.
They didn't even tear it down. There's no basis for it other than they're trying to get her to trade it in on another car.
Boy, I didn't even think of that. If she didn't even, that's kind of crazy. Did they? I'll ask her that when we come back. Did they
haven't charged her for the full diagnostic.
They must have torn it down, though, if they looked at the clearance, right? How would that be possible?
They may have just pulled the oil pan off.
And you can see right there the clearance on the bearings?
You can check the rod bearings from the bottom. Yeah, it's a quick check. It's not a great way of doing it.
God, I'm just I'm mystified by this.
Yeah,
we got to find out if that damn thing was torn down. I mean, yeah, we got to find out what shape it is in. Because if they didn't pull anything, it's complete bullshit.
I bet the oil pan's off, and that's it.
That's it. Okay. So that's crazy. And then what do they measure? How do they measure it? Just a micrometer?
You can use plastic gauge or anything to measure the clearance. If you're coming from the bottom, you'd have to use like a plastic gauge. You put a piece of little round, like fibrous plastic in there, and you crush it, and you get the clearance.
So what else? What else would cause that rod to break if the bearings are like that? What?
If it had a head gasket leak and the cylinder was full of antifreeze.
Would that be covered under the warranty, though, or that's why you went into the overheating?
That would be an abuse with overheating, typically. That's why I asked that, yeah.
But I'll ask her if they said anything about antifreeze. I think she said no. All right, hold on.
She said no, and she hadn't had any issues, yeah.
All right, hold tight. Whatever, it's weird. So now I'm looking at overheating, if that would void that warranty in the class action. This will be interesting. Let's see here. Yeah, they're saying that wouldn't be covered in that.
Would that be the antifreeze going into the cylinders, Mark?
Yeah, they're saying that would not be covered. Coolant in the oil is explicitly listed in exceptional neglect. God, that's so funny. So how do you know what we need to do? Oh, man, but if they drop the oil pan, I don't even know what oil we would have to analyze. We could send it to Titan Labs and see if there is antifreeze in there. Dang
they would
it.
have done that. You think the dealer would have checked that out? You want me to call over there right now and see if they tore it down?
I would like to know if they tore it down for sure.
If we can get some basic information.
I would like to know that for sure. But hold on, I want more of an entire plan of action here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
In Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
All right, 303-713-8255. I was talking to Kevin during the break. What's curious, Kevin, we were talking about if there was antifreeze in the oil. So if they drop the oil pan, I didn't realize this. If they just drop the oil pan on that Kia, they can see the bearings, take the measurements. So my guess is that's all they've done at this Kia dealership because they want more money to tear the rest down. Dropping the oil pan's not that big of a deal. But a couple things. One, what oil would we send out for analysis at this point if they dropped the pan to see if there was antifreeze in? Because if there is antifreeze in it, and I looked it up, Coolant in the antifreeze is explicitly listed in the indicator of exceptional neglect. So it would definitely not be covered because that means it overheated. She continued to drive it. The head gasket blew, got warped, whatever happened. Antifreeze got into the oil, and then that's why the rod broke, right?
Yep.
If that's the scenario. But how would they prove? How do they prove either way? Once you tear it down, once they tear it down, how do they tell what caused what? If the bearing's still in tolerance or still in spec, how do they know what caused it to break? I mean, how do they prove it by a tear down?
It's difficult, even with the teardown. It's not 100% sometimes. But they would have stopped right there and said that it overheated, and it's not. And they didn't mention that. They just,
They didn't mention any of that. So listen.
No, I don't even think that's an issue.
Shauna, did they say there was antifreeze? Did they even mention antifreeze?
No, not at all. All they told me about was the bearing clearance test.
That's all they told
and
you.
that it passed that.
But see, that's
They
where
said that it passed that test and 35 other specs that they went through, but it failed because that one one bearing is broken. It failed that one cylinder.
if you had antifreeze in there, that would still kind of work that same way, right, Kevin? In other words, it would it could cause just one rod. One rod's going to give before all of them.
Yeah, but if there was antifreeze, they would have stopped right there. They wouldn't have gone on and checked anything.
Man, and you didn't have sludge buildup or anything, Shauna.
No.
All they told you was that.
Anybody has told me. Say that again, sorry.
All they told you was exactly that.
Correct. Everything I've told you is all that I've been told. They didn't tell me anything about sludge, nothing about antifreeze, nothing about neglect. Just that because it passed the clearance test, it wouldn't be covered under that warranty.
See, and that's not what is said in that warranty. That's the baffling part. I mean, it definitely, now, that can be an indicator of other issues that weren't covered that caused it, but it doesn't say because it's not in tolerance, it's not covered. In fact, it doesn't say that at all. I keep saying tolerance, but in spec. So let's do this. I want to put, Deputy Bo, do you want this one? Yeah, so we're going to call, he's going to call over there. In fact, he's going to call over there, I would assume, pretty shortly. And we're going to try to get information. He might need to do a three-way conversation with you, Shauna, for this tech or whoever, this service writer over there to talk to you. But we've got to understand really what they're saying. Because the fact, and I want to make this very clear to everybody listening, just the fact the bearings are in spec does not mean that it should not be covered. And Kevin Calkin, our expert, you would agree with that, right?
100%.
So now we got to figure out is why are they declining it? And what made me really nervous about it is Sean is saying that they basically haven't even talked to the manufacturer yet. I don't think I would trust these guys to tear it down at this point because instead of, here's how it should have been sold to you. I'll tell you how stupid I think this North Glen Kia is, and this is my opinion. If I was in the business of selling stuff at a dealership in the service department, I sure wouldn't have just hit you with the 6,000 whatever. I would have said, look, this is in spec here, so it might not be covered. In order to find out if it is covered, we got to tear down and get into this engine and find out what caused that rod to break. So do you accept that as a price? In other words, that $1,500 or whatever they're going to charge for that. Do you approve that so we can get to that next level? The fact they just came out and said because of this one spec, there's no way you're covered. I simply don't trust them. Kevin, do you?
No, you need to get another opinion.
And Mark, you said North Glen, but it's Longmont, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, Longmont. My bad.
It is a Longmont one, yes.
Yeah, it's in Longmont. My bad there.
I think Shauna needs to get it over to Grand Kia North Glen.
Yeah, here's what I want to do. Two parts. One, I'm going to put you on hold there, Shauna. So, Deputy Bo, I want you to get all the information offline, who she's talked to. Kelly already has a service writer. But let's make a call over there, see if it's torn down. And numero uno, let's get that damn thing out of there. I mean, really, she
so,
needs to
too.
get that out of there and get it to a different shop. If everything she's saying is true, that there's something weird here. I've never heard, and Kevin, on all these warranties, I don't care if it's a manufacturer, I don't care if it's Hyundai, Kia, or an aftermarket warranty, I have never heard of them not tearing down the engine and usually getting permission from the consumer, because if it's not covered, someone owes them the money in order to diagnose a broken rod. I've just never heard of it.
No, they're shortcutting it. You got to wonder why. Yeah.
That's what I can't imagine is why. Why are they shortcutting it? Kevin Calkin, Sheridan Auto Tech, as always. First of all, I'll see you tomorrow, but if you need anything done on your car, anything, just from basic oil changes to engines, SheridanAutotech.com. Great people. Now, Deputy Bo, go get that information, and I really want to hear back soon as we can. And you know what? If we got to blow up their phones or something just to get them to communicate, but maybe if you make a call with Shauna and you're kind of in the background listening and, then join in, say, hey, I'm a friend trying to understand. Why isn't it covered? That's what I want to know. How do they simply pull the oil pan if that's true? For all we know, they did tear down the whole thing. And if that's true, then we still want to know why isn't it covered besides that tolerance? Because the tolerance itself is not a reason. Now, Jay, real quick, what say you on this? You have a comment on this. Do you have a Kia? What?
No, I know a lot about motors, and this could easily be owner abuse.
Okay.
Very easily. Okay, so...
It could easily not be owner abuse, though.
Well, hold on. It has a broken rod and the bearing's fine. 99.9% of the time, that comes from over-revving an engine. It's like when you're stuck on ice, you're trying to burn through the ice, and you wrap that thing up, you throw a rod, the rod starts banging against the block cracks, antifreeze drops into the motor.
Yeah, but apparently there's no antifreeze. They never mention any antifreeze anywhere.
It doesn't have to necessarily have broken the block, but that's really common. Most of the time,
you've called before. It's so funny. Don't you own a dealership or work for a dealership?
I used to be a mechanic for years, and
I could be thinking of something else, Jay, but it's funny how our brains work different. I have someone call up that's got a problem, and they bought a vehicle that actually had an inherent problem, and there had to be a class action suit to actually make Kia own up and do the right thing and extend that powertrain warranty to 150,000 miles. Now we have a Kia dealership saying that broken rod is not covered. I look at this from a completely different angle, Jay.
Yeah, it's probably not related because the bearing would have been destroyed if it was a lubrication problem. If the bearing's okay, it wasn't lubrication. It had lubrication. If the rod breaks and the bearing's okay, that motor was revved really, really high. I will bet you the biggest stake on earth.
Well, I guess where I bet you the stake is I want to get her an engine. I think it would come down to whether or not we get it covered. And basically everything I'm reading, by the way, is yes, the settlement's extended warranty can, not saying it will, still cover a broken connecting rod or related short block damage, even if the bearing clearance is measured in spec. It all comes down to why that rod broke. And they're going to have to prove though, that the rod broke due to her neglect. I don't know how you prove a negative like that if there's not antifreeze or something in the oil. How would you prove that anyhow? How would you prove she revved the engine? How, honest to God, how do you prove someone revved an engine?
If there's absolutely no defect in the rod, like an air bubble from the casting or anything else, you can pretty much bet dollars to donuts what happened. They might fight her on it, or maybe they'd just be nice and just say it's not worth the fight and give her a motor, but they're looking at this very like, this is not normal. This isn't what we're normally seeing. Typically, what causes that is very high engine speed.
Well, okay. Okay. I mean, I can't imagine who's sitting around revving up a Kia. I just can't. It's like, who the hell revs up their Kia Rio or whatever the hell it was?
I'll tell you who. Every time it gets icy around here, drive around and listen to the people that are stuck, and they're just slamming their throttle to the floor trying to get unstuck.
Yeah, I don't know, Jay. Hey, Jay, I do appreciate you listening and calling in. I mean, I like your opinion on it for sure, but your outlook, my God, doom and gloom, baby.
That one seems pretty.
All right, I'm gonna go make some calls. Give Kelly her pen back.
I don't know. People, what do you think on that, Chris? What's your opinion just on the whole thing?
Just my overall opinion is that the dealership's not doing what they're supposed to do. Move it to a different dealership and get the warranty taken care of.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a short version.
I don't know why. Yeah.
Somebody didn't do their job, just like we're talking about earlier. Right? Somebody at Kia didn't do their job.
Pardon me. Do you have a spot?
No.
Oh, Mark. Aren't those Frank Duran Brown call-ins that you wanted 2
minutes?
They're 2 minutes. Okay.
2-minute call-ins.
There's a crutch on my left side.
Well, how's it
I'm so much better than yesterday. I was on call.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Tom Martino Show. Hey. Yes. Yes.
I can't.
No. Yeah, okay. His name's Pat. I don't have his last name. 720-763-0237.
Big Lou.
3737. Yep. All right, thanks. Bye.
That was a little early for Joe.
You know, we had one Colorado Dodge Colorado, Castle Rock Dodge. This guy had like 10,000 miles on his Dodge 3500 diesel, and threw a rod or something. Something broke on it. They said it wasn't in warranty at all. It wouldn't be covered. He picked it up and he brought it down to the Dodge dealer off of Arapahoe and got the whole fucking engine covered through the manufacturer. I don't trust these fucking dealers.
No.
And that wasn't that long ago. KHOW.com.
Denver's talk station. Online at KHOW.com.
All right, 303-713-8255. Don't forget about that steak dinner there, Jay. Don't forget about that, man. We're going to work our butt off and try to help her with this. I still can't figure out how they know what happened if they haven't done a teardown. Here's the good news, though. Bo's on it. Bo's trying to get through the dealer. We're going to figure out where it is. We had one with Castle Rock Dodge, and this guy had a newer pickup. It was less than a year old, and I think something happened to the turbo. I don't forget exactly what happened, but it ended up needing an engine. Had like 11,000 miles on it, less than a year old, same year. And they said it needed an engine, and it was declined, and the manufacturer declined it. So I called the Dodge dealer down here in the tech center, and we had it towed over there. They towed it over. They looked at it. They tore it down. Everything was covered. In fact, not only was it covered, they paid for the tow to get it down here after they figured out it was covered. So let me tell you, I don't trust dealerships to know what they're talking about. I honestly don't. You better get a second opinion. I'll tell you another one we had. It was in Colorado Springs up there in Motor City. I forget what the manufacturer was, but they were so pissed at the customer over something else that they put in the system, and it was a Dodge. It was a Dodge, and I remember why, and I'll tell you in a second. They put in the system, in the manufacturer's system, that the warranty was voided on his truck. So the truck that he bought, because he pissed off the service manager, was put in the system that it had no warranty left because of something. I don't even know how they did it. At the time, Deal and Doug owned Colorado Springs Dodge, and we had it brought over there, and Andy was the service manager. Andy tore it apart. Not only did he get that problem fixed on it, under warranty with the manufacturer, but he got the blacklisted VIN pulled off the manufacturer's blacklist. So therefore, the guy had his warranty again. But the one at that other dealer in Motor City, I mean, talk about putting the screws to him because he was pissed. They actually listed like owner abuse or something like that voided the entire warranty in the Dodge system just because they were pissed at him. It was crazy. But then we got it undone. So listen, if a dealership tells you something's not covered and your gut said it could be, it's time to get it to another dealership. I'm hoping we can figure this out for Sean. I really do, and we're gonna find out what happens here. Now, in the meantime, 303-713-8255. Matthew's got a problem with an eviction. Matthew, really quick, are you the landlord or the tenant?
Tenant.
And when did you get the notice? Is it a 3-day notice? Do you have a court date? Where are you at in the eviction?
Here, I'll start from the beginning.
Well, you can't because we don't have enough time. That's why I'm trying to get the basics. Then I'm going to come back to you. Have you been served the 3-day, and do you have a court date, or have you missed a court date?
No. So I had court on Friday of last week.
Got it. And you went in for the eviction hearing?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I'm dying to know what happened. Did you prevail? Where are we at now? And hopefully we can help you. I've got Brad O'Brien, who is our attorney, standing by if we need to get him on. So hold tight. 2 lines open. 303 Martino. Get those calls in now if you need help. 303 Martino. We're also going to be talking to Chris Console more about discountbath.com, business in general after this. Hold tight. Are you hanging, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I got to get to you.
I'm good. I'm working.
And you got house spots too.
Okay.
You don't have a ton, but you got to get through them.
So it's Alliance, right?
Alliance.
Solar?
Yeah.
Maria Carita Machado. All right, let me tell you about Alliance Solar, and I'm going to tell you why I like these people. Number one, if you have a commercial property, they know where to get the money. They know where to get the money to fund your project. We have listeners that have actually used them that are less than 90% out of pocket for a commercial system. Let's say it's a $100,000 system. They got the whole thing on their commercial property for $10,000. Now they're either selling to their tenants if it's an apartment complex or simply selling back to the grid to make money. It's incredible. Now, residential, what Alliance can do for you, if you have had another solar company that's no longer around and you need help with warranty, say on a panel, they have relationships with all the manufacturers. They can help you with that. And then, of course, if you need a new solar system, whether it's off-grid or with a battery backup or just a standard solar system at a standard house, they can do it, and they can do it at the best price. They can run all the numbers, tell you how much you're going to save. But please check them out at redrocksrs.com. That's redrocksrs.com. Now, I want to tell you about mymoney.myway.com. And here's why. You ready for this? Tonight, we have a retirement seminar. Suzanne and myself are going to be there. It's right in the DTC. We're going to have Jordan and Joseph Chiano there. We're going to have a reverse mortgage expert. But when it comes to retirement, if you're getting really close and want to talk about guaranteed income that you cannot outlive, guaranteed, you need to come to this seminar tonight. Ask all the questions. It's going to be a Q&A. It's basically an educational seminar. So I look forward to seeing you. Go to mymoneymyway.com right now and sign up. mymoneymyway.com or call 303-779-6000. 303-779-6000. I did that because I've had Kevin on twice today. I recommend. I want that steak. Somebody better know who Jay is because I'm going to get that damn steak. Here's what I say.
According to Savvy, Jay's a know-it-all.
Apparently, Jay does know everything in the world. I love his outlook, though. Well, you know what? She has no warranty. Oh, okay. 99.9%. Yeah, okay. Anybody that says 99.9, that's like Lysol. It kills 99.9% of the germs.
The car has a known problem.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's a known problem. Right?
Every one of them made that year has a known problem.
That's why they gave the extended warranty, because it doesn't. Yeah.
We had, I had an engine put in our Santa Fe, same reason oil consumption at 100,000 miles. He gave me a brand new engine. We sold it a little after that. But at 90,000, they paid for the transmission. And then at 100,000, they put an engine. So when I sold it, of course, I'm selling a vehicle that's got a brand new engine and a brand new transmission.
Yeah.
I bet it's still on the road, too. I think we sold that to a listener. Remember, we drove down to Colorado Springs.
Oh, yeah, we did. Nice. I think he lived in Pueblo.
Yeah, he met us in the Springs.
Yeah.
Nice guy, too.
Our new Santa Fe is sweet. I love it. It looks like a little Land Rover.
We have one, too.
The 26th?
Ours is
Okay. We've had Santa Fe's for we've had every year for the last
Remember
7 years.
Remember the bubble looking one? It was like 1995. That was our first.
that was yours.
The blue one.
Yeah, I had the Durango then. I loved my Durango with the
it's
Hemi.
a good little car. It talks to me too much. I don't like driving it because it's always beeping.
Oh yeah, it does beep you. Keeps you in line.
That's the only thing it
keeps you in line. That's funny.
Oh.
It keeps you in line, baby. What do you think? Where do you think we're going with this call, guys? So the sheriff's coming, or he won the eviction hearing? I'm considering because he's calling, he didn't win the eviction.
Maybe he's the landlord.
No, he said he's a tenant.
Oh.
Okay, who do I got?
Yeah, Renew, Frank.
I did one clear.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I did Water Pros because I did a super long one.
Well, you're more ahead than I thought.
I'll do Renew, but I'm just going to do their furnace stuff.
That's a good idea.
Purple Wave Auction.
Waiting for this Arctic blast. Jesus.
It's just not coming, is it? I'd even consider a white one at this point, but I haven't seen one.
What? A white what?
Oh, when you said Arctic blast, I was thinking of the Tesla.
Oh. No, I was talking about the cold coming in. Chris, is your wife's Amanda, right?
Correct.
Is she watching on YouTube or is she listening on the radio?
I'm sure she's on the radio.
Is she?
Yeah, I should tell her to watch on YouTube.
Would you reach out to John and say we could really use his expertise?
2 to 4 and Dan Caplis 4 to 6.
What better way to start the new year?
Denver's talk station 630 KHOW.
Yes. All right, 303-713-8255, 303 Martino. By the way, I want to tell everybody about Renew Home Innovations. Listen to this. Furnaces at rock bottom prices. They decided, you know what, we're going to beat everybody's price out there. If you need a new furnace, I want you to check these guys out. Give them a call. Put them to the test. If you have an estimate sitting around that was $10,000, I bet they beat the heck out of it. RenewHomeInnovations.com. RenewHomeInnovations.com. Now, 303-713-8255. I feel really bad for this guy. Hopefully we can get to the bottom of it. But Matthew basically got served an eviction notice. I assume the landlord did everything right. He had his day in court. When was the court date, Matthew?
That was Thursday, I think, and I did it remotely because I'm handicapped.
So last Thursday you were in front of the judge no matter what, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So what happened? What did the judge, did he grant the eviction?
What he did then was they wrote up a stipulation.
Yeah.
And I got it Monday, and then they said they're trying to sign it by noon today. Well, I didn't understand a lot of the wording on it. That's like foreign language to me, so I had a friend of mine read it off. He told me, don't sign it, just take it to court, let the judge...
Can you send me the stipulation?
Huh?
Can you send me the stipulation to look at over the break, Matthew?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Kelly, before I go on with that, get him to send the stipulation. I want to look at it over the break and see what he was supposed to do by noon, which is kind of scaring me because it's almost 1 o'clock right now. So we'll dive into that. We'll figure out what's going on with him. The guy's handicapped. I don't know what the stipulation involves, but we're going to find out after this break. Chris Console, discountbath.com. So in our bathroom, we went all black fixtures, black pedestal sink, black toilet. How often do you have people? Now, it's our hallway bathroom for people listening. And the original stuff when the house was built, which was like 20 years ago, was black. It's kind of I would call our house a country estate. And for whatever reason, it's, nice hardwood throughout, and then they did the black fixtures. Do you ever sell all black like that anymore?
Not much, but it's making a comeback. We've done
really?
a couple of black shower pans, and it's definitely making a comeback.
I think that would look good, a black shower pan, especially in a big shower.
Yeah, so it's coming back.
What colors besides white or cream do you sell these days? Do people buy
White.
What?
White.
No, besides those,
I know.
Is that 90%?
90, probably 99.
99%.
Yeah. As far as the basin, right? Anything that holds water is pretty much white. But like I said, we're starting to see black come back. Earth tones are coming back a little bit, but most
like
of
a tan?
Yeah.
Is there anything weird like that's coming up, like a green or a purple?
There's a little green going on. I think colors brought back some of the 70s colors.
Like that avocado?
Yeah, it's not. I think it's can't remember which one.
Mint.
We voted on it at the last trade show, but I want to say they came back with
mint or avocado.
Is it green or a blue? I can't remember.
Do you suggest shag carpet?
Yeah, we're working on that. Yeah, in the bathroom.
Do you wear bell bottoms when you're selling this
shag
stuff?
Carpet in the bathroom.
Man,
those colors are coming back.
You know what's funny? You said that. Listen to this. When we first bought the house, we bought it in 2015. It was built in 01 or 02. You've been to the house. Our bathroom was carpeted. Yeah. Not in the toilet room, but the rest of it. In front of the shower, in front of the vanities. I have never seen anything like it.
Most of the 90s, 2000 bathrooms have carpet in them still.
That's crazy. So we love the heated tile floors.
Yeah, they're the best.
They are the best. On cold days, when you get up in the middle of the night, they are absolutely best. And they put off radiant heat, which actually warms the entire bedroom. Yeah. And they're pretty cheap to operate.
Yeah, they're not bad.
I want to talk about stuff people are buying now. Are people getting steam showers? Is it heated tile floors? They're not that expensive as an add-on if you're doing tile.
If you're doing it already.
Yeah, if you're just yeah, exactly. I want to get into that and a lot more. We're going to figure out what's going on with Matthew. Hopefully I get that. 303 Martino, 2 lines open. Get your calls in now.
Juicy, tender, and absolute.
This is good. He said he didn't have a PowerPoint presentation available.
That's fine.
But he could get up and talk and Q&A.
That's fine. So tell Joe John's coming. That's great. Thank you.
Sure. Joe Keanu.
All right, Matthew, were you able to send that, or are you having some trouble?
Hi, it's Suze with Martino. How are you, Joe? Mark, I'm doing good. Mark wanted me to tell you I reached out to CMG, John Clace, and he's going to be there for reverse mortgage stuff. Yeah, I told him 6:30. Should it be a little sooner?
Let's see here. Matt, is your last name Carranza?
Okay, and then how long do you think you would need him for?
All right,
how long should he? How much time should
this
he
over
carve
so
out
Mark
for
and
this
Suzanne
evening?
right now? Hold on.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'll tell him that. I will give him the info now. That's what I thought. The Q&A type. Okay. Perfect. We'll see you in a couple hours. Bye.
Trump broke the law, trying to overturn the election results and blamed him for January 6th.
I am so glad Clace is coming. In fact, I'm going to tell people any questions with loans. He is the best lender I have ever met in my life. Ever met. They've got products no one else has. Okay, good. They sent me this. Let's look at this. Upload. Stipulation. Let's see what stipulation says.
What stipulation for what? Your Tesla?
No, it's court date. Call her.
Sorry, I'm doing a favor for John Place here. So.
What is it?
He needs the last 3 invoices for.
Okay, we need a poll. We need a poll. I don't know. Put up a poll, Suzanne. Some kind of poll. Yeah, not like the one in our bedroom. You got a stripper pole in your bedroom, Chris? No stripper pole?
It's a good idea, though.
I got it for her for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. You're so romantic.
I said, look what I got you, babe.
Oh. Hi, John. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, then I'm glad you talked to him.
Good afternoon, Tom Martino Show. Hi. Hang on for me, and we'll get you on at the next break. Okay? Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Just let me know. We'd be happy to get it. We would love that. Okay. You take care. Give Day smooches. Bye.
Okay, poll coming. The poll is now up. And the poll is about a poll.
Mark. It's classy and free. Would you want a stripper pole in your house?
Come on, ladies. Ladies, show all the other ladies wrong.
Oh, my God.
How about you, Dragon? If it was classy and nice and free installed, would you want a stripper pole in your house?
Hell yes.
Hell yeah.
Wow,
Kelly?
that'll go over well with the grandkids.
How about Kelly? Kelly?
Yeah.
Would you?
How do you know I don't already have one?
Ah,
for real.
I think there's some bumper music for that, Dragon.
Yeah, there is. There's some good music for stripper poles.
Blue, join me at 4.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Welcome, my friends, to the only show of its kind. We're here to solve problems, answer questions. Take your complaints. Really, what I love doing is solving your problems. Maybe you've been ripped off. Maybe you need help with a landlord, and we're dealing with one of those right now. And, that's pretty much it. That's what we do every day. We live and breathe help. You can reach us right now. I got some open lines, 303-713-8255, or you can dial 303 Martino. And please don't forget help@troubleshooter.com. You can reach out anytime. I answer emails at that address constantly. I mean, all the time. In fact, I woke up in the middle of the night last night, like around 3:34. I wake up at 3:34. In fact, I was talking to our guest, Chris Consul. It seems like when you cross 50, I'm 53. It seems when you cross 50, you wake up in the middle of the night, damn it. Yeah. I don't know why. It's like an evil thing.
It sucks.
It sucks. Do you do the same, right?
3:30 is my time.
Suzanne, do you?
Yeah, I sure do.
It's weird. I mean,
usually
Kelly,
about 3:00, 3:30.
Yeah, it's so bizarre. And then really depending is if I get back to sleep or not. God help me if I think about work or the show for 5 seconds.
Yeah, you're done.
Because then I'm stuck.
You're done.
Then I'm up for a half hour. Other times, you basically go right back to the same dream you were in.
Not me. I stay awake for 2 hours.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm wide awake.
Yeah, last night I was up for at least an hour, but where I was going with that, I actually answered and helped someone at 4 a.m. Now, I don't know if they read the reply then, but I replied to their email with a specific set of instructions to get handled what they needed handled. So that help@troubleshooter.com, no kidding, that does work all the time. But 303-713-8255. If you're new to the show, we generally use the power of the media and our experts to help or nudge people to do the right thing. We've recovered over $300 million in exchanges, refunds. We've got a vast audience around the country. Our podcast, over 50,000 a month. Now, those aren't Joe Rogan numbers, but we're pretty proud of those numbers all over the country. Not to mention the live radio show like you're listening to right now, our different affiliates like KRDO. And then, of course, the iHeart app, which is everywhere in the world. But I want to go back to Matthew. Matthew, I've looked at the stipulation, and based on the current date, meaning right now, nothing is needed to be done yet under this agreement. But your
judgment on me today
at
noon.
Your move-out date is... Hold on, man. Your move-out date, according to this, is February 26th, 5 weeks from now.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then today I just got a call from the property manager saying I have to be out in 4 days.
Well, it's not, unless if you're not sending me other paperwork. This has a move-out date literally listed as February 26th. Are you sure? Hold on. Let me make sure it's not January. Hold on.
I sent the order of judgment to her, to your...
Now, there's 2 emails, Mark.
I only got, I looked at was the stipulation.
Okay, there's also an order for judgment on the pleadings that was dated today that he sent over.
I'll look at those.
Sent over.
I'm telling you right now, in the stipulation, that's the only thing I've looked at. In the stipulation, the date is 2/27/2026.
Right.
So why are they telling you it's tomorrow?
I don't know. They just called me all of a sudden, like half hour ago, and said, you got to be out of there, or else I'm going to have the sheriff come Monday and kick you out. I'm like, I'm handicapped. I can't even lift 10 pounds.
Yeah, I get that, but we're not going to be able to use that as an excuse after you've gone to court and everything. That part's done. And sheriff enforcement wouldn't be until January 27th. Who actually called you and told you it was 4 days from now? Who was it? And do you have their phone number?
Property manager.
Do you have their phone number?
Yes, sir.
All right, hold on. I'm going to put you on hold. 2 things. 1, give that information to Kelly. Kelly, do not call over there yet. I want to look over at his order for judgment to make sure I'm not missing something. But I'm telling you right now, if they're telling you January, they're wishful thinking. I don't know why they'd be telling you that. I don't get it. But I want to look at the other paperwork over the next break. I just simply can't do it and talk at the same time. So, do got some lines open, 303-713-8255. Listen, I do want to tell everybody tonight, 6:30, okay? 6:30 at the Even Hotel. That's right across from Maggiano's in the Tech Center. we're going to have a retirement seminar. We're going to be talking about reverse mortgages. We're going to talk about long-term annuities where you can't outlive your retirement. We're going to be talking about basically retirement, Social Security. But I just found out, the reason I bring this up now, I just found out John Clace is going to be there. So if you have questions on the all-in-one loan, and that's a loan Suzanne and I have, basically it's a 30-year, listen to this, a 30-year line of credit that you can access for 30 years on the equity on your first mortgage. It's incredible. Let's say you have your house paid off, and to take round numbers, your house is worth $1 million. You're going to have an $800,000 line of credit that's there for 30 years. Think about that. 30 years you can write, and you can also offset if you use it with the checking account. So if you have $100,000 that you took out for a bathroom remodel or whatever it is, and you own a small company and your cash flow goes into that checking account and the average balance is $100,000, you really have zero loan balance, and you have access to both sides of the money at any time. It's an incredible product for contractors. In fact, my friend Mark Shemansky with Genesis uses it when he does fix and flip sometimes. But the reverse mortgage part, they're going to be there to answer all your questions. And John is with CMG. CMG is the bank. These guys loan out, and I say it in my commercials for them, $2 billion a month. That's billion. And any questions you have, they've got the best rates, the lowest. But get signed up for that. It's there's two ways to get signed up. One, go to mymoneymyway.com. It's tonight, right in the tech center. mymoneymyway.com, the Even Hotel, or call 303-779-6000. 303-779-6000. Hey, let me ask you something. Chris Console, Discount Bath. How do you, being in business for a long time, besides Discount Bath, how long have you been in business basically with yourself?
Oh, gosh.
Forever?
Yeah, forever.
So typically, how do you fund? Now, remodels, all you guys do is bathrooms, which I love, by the way. You literally focus on one thing and you do it great. I mean, you really do. We love you guys. Now, when you either first started, how did you fund? Just because I was talking about different loans and contractors.
Yeah, so with the line of credit against a rental property.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So literally, it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Except, was it a HELOC?
It's a HELOC, yeah.
So it was a second position.
Correct.
And what's tough about those is, I don't care if it's Wells Fargo or KeyBank or anybody, most of those are 10-year at best.
Yeah. Gosh, I'd have to look. I don't even know what that one is.
Yeah. This one's incredible. So we have a line on our house. We have access to a lot of cash anytime we want it. Now, I don't think we've ever needed it. We let our son use a part of it for a while, and he paid back on it, just whatever the interest was. But it's simple interest. You can't beat it.
Yeah, it's an interesting loan, actually.
It is. Yeah. How do you guys do it? Let's talk down payments real quick. We always say we don't like people giving down payments, but I think it's different with some things, like ours. Ours was pretty much custom. You're not going to go out and buy a black toilet and a black pedestal stink in the design we wanted, because it's very ornate.
Yeah, and it's very specific.
You would never say it's extremely.
Yes.
So, 50% down is not a big deal at all. But do you have people push back when you ask for down payments these days, or they realize?
Yeah, not typically. I mean, on occasion you do. And typically it's somebody that's probably been burned in the past.
That's the problem.
Yeah. And so it's a little bit of a challenge in rare cases, but for the most part, we do 50% down. We order the materials, we do the architectural plans.
You do all that.
Yeah, we do all of that. That's what the first half of the money is for.
Yeah. I think you're right, though. I think once someone gets burned with a down payment, then they're very leery of it.
Yeah.
In a perfect world, I don't think there should be down payments, but all the contractors that I've dealt with, and it doesn't matter, yourself included, some of this stuff, when you order it, you own it. In fact, most of it, when you order it, you own it.
We try to keep on equal footing with the customer, right?
Yeah.
So neither one of us is ahead of the other. So
yeah, that's where it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at any time, if anybody either doesn't pay or doesn't show, it's pretty much even, Steven.
Correct.
That's not a bad way at all. I'll give you one that's kind of crazy. We had to put a huge down payment on the shower glass door with Ken Carroll Glass? Ken Carroll?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I mean, our glass Why is that? Because it can't shard, right?
There's a lot of reasons.
But it was like, our glass was like $6,000.
Oh, yeah, it's not cheap. Glass, so during COVID, it took like a 30% increase, and it never has come down.
I hate that about manufacturers. It doesn't matter.
There's
the
like
price can go up. They never recalculate.
Yeah. So the glass itself, there's like 2 or 3 manufacturers in the world
that do the bathroom glass.
Actually do that glass, right?
But that's because it doesn't shard, though, right?
Yeah. There's all kinds of. It's expensive to make.
It's very expensive. In fact, they told me down there that that's one of the only ones they don't do in-house.
Correct.
So even if you order it through Ken Carroll, is it Ken Carroll or Ken Carl?
Depends on who you talk to.
You're right. You call it?
Ken Carl.
Ken Carl. So if you order it through them, they're actually ordering it out of state because they don't do it.
Correct. Yes.
But they do fabricate almost everything else.
That's correct, yes.
God, that's crazy. Yeah. What a crazy business to be in. All right, let's take this break. 303-713-8255. Matthew, I'll read through it after this. Hold tight. I'm going to do the 2-minute, go to commercial, then I'll do Vestera after. Okay, let me bring up Joe Chiano. Joe, tonight is the night we're going to have a seminar over at the Even Hotel, which, by the way, I can't stand the name of that hotel, Joe.
I know, me neither.
Right across from Maggiano's. It's a nice hotel. I just find the name weird. But I would love for everybody listening to join us, but you do have to sign up because we do have limited seating for real. And the bottom line is we're going to be talking about different annuity products for retirement. We're also going to be talking about reverse mortgages. In fact, I just got off the phone, or Suzanne did, with John Clace, and I'm really happy. This guy knows more about reverse mortgages than anybody I've ever known. He works for CMG, one of the largest lenders in the country. They lend in all 50 states. And Joe, on top of that, they've got other products with lending, like that all-in-one loan that can help people with retirement too. If they have other properties they can actually leverage. It's incredible, but it's going to be a good night. What do we have in store?
Well, you know what we're going to do, Mark? We're going to do a Q&A.
I love it.
People have a lot of questions about retirement, right?
Yep.
And that includes annuities, includes lifetime guaranteed income.
Yep.
How to roll over a 401k.
Long-term care is going to come up.
Long-term care. It is going to be a phenomenal educational seminar.
Yep.
That's going to help a lot of people with their planning. Not only planning, but if they're retired already, Mark, it can help them maximize their income stream.
I've always brought this.
What we specialize in.
Joe, I've always brought this up with Deputy Doc because he's a perfect example. Here's a guy that never wanted to worry about not having money to eat and pay his mortgage and his car and whatever he does in retirement. Deputy Doc's like 80 now. He got a great annuity. I don't know at what age, but what he did is he took that lump sum and turn that lump sum into guaranteed income that he cannot outlive. He could be 110 and he's still getting a huge check every single month. He's never got to worry about where his next meal's coming from. And if something does happen to him and he's got to bring in somebody to help him with long-term care or go to a facility, that check's going to double for him to be able to pay for it. People don't understand how great some of these annuity products are now. But folks, listen, seriously, if you thought about it, there's no arm twisting there. It's a Q&A. Myself and Suzanne are going to be there. John Clace is going to be there. Joseph and Joe Chiano are going to be there. It's going to be a great time tonight. But please bring your questions. Write them down. Bring them. It's going to be somewhat of an intimate setting. It's not a huge ballroom or anything. In fact, it's not that big at all. We would love to meet you, and we would love to talk retirement, and we would love to talk loans, whether it's at all in one line of credit or whether it's a reverse mortgage or anything that has to do with retirement or making your life better. Go to mymoneymyway.com. Get signed up. We'll see you tonight. Or even easier, call this number right now, 303-779-6000. Make the call, 303-779-6000.
No.
Yeah, I know. It's probably an hour and a half.
I thought you were going to be on time.
Well, once I'm out of network, I don't care.
Oh, because it's past. Okay.
Maybe I forgot.
So you can go long.
Oh, I didn't.
Got total access to Greenland at no cost. It's now Trumpland.
Nice. Trumpland.
Mark, you're so ornery.
Well, he's a great negotiator. That's kind.
That wouldn't surprise me. He would rename the country.
Just like he did the Gulf of America.
Yeah.
Gulf of America.
The Kennedy Center and
Trump Kennedy Center. Yeah. Yes. It's
Vestera Properties. Maybe you're not getting ready to retire, but you want to be a landlord. Barry Miller can help you. Maybe you're a landlord in Denver and are sick and tired of all the changes and dealing with all the new tenant rights laws and everything, and you just want to roll that property over into something else, not take the tax hit, and need help finding that right property. That's Barry Miller. You got to reach out to this guy. Go to Vestera Turnkey. You're going to be very happy. Landlords out there that are sick of Colorado, I promise you, he knows areas around the country, little hot pockets where you can have rentals and have a nice property manager take care of everything. But you got to call him. Make the first move. Check him out, VesteraTurnkey.com.
It's 6,600 is the main number. 6,000 works too, but really
6,000 is just for the sign up.
Yeah, but
I don't know why they wanted
6,600
it
in
that
general
way.
is what we should.
Why did someone ask?
It's on the screen. It's 6,000.
No, I didn't know if he changed his number.
No. He uses that for sign ups.
I did. Yeah.
You get a full house
Holy.
tonight, Mark.
Hold on one second. What'd
Oh,
you
salt
say,
and
Bob?
pepper for
Full
sure.
house tonight at the piano.
I have no idea. Usually, the hotel ones aren't nearly as busy as the
Movies.
the Q&As. Or I'm sorry, the movies. Thank you.
Well, the Q&As are more intimate.
Yeah.
That's a better way of putting it.
Okay, let me look at this from this guy.
I didn't see a date on there that he had to be out, but I don't understand legal crap like that.
I didn't see all of that. Did you get the postings? I get a small update on that.
Hey, when does your daughter graduate, Bo? From CU?
Oh, DU?
I thought she was at CU.
Oh, she's a junior. She'll be a junior next year. She's got a couple more years.
Oh. She's living up there, right?
Yep, she lives in the dorms. And she works as an RA. Yeah, she was a homebody, but I never see her anymore. She loves it up there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus.
Fiduciary Advisors, TrajanWealth.com. Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
All right, 303-713-8255. 303 Martino. I'm looking at the timelines. Please bear with me a little bit. I ran a little late on that last break, so now what I'm trying to figure out is if this order of judgment has a different day. This poor guy was just told, literally just told, that he had to be out in 4 days. But everything I'm reading, every single thing I am reading and I'm actually having it double checked as we speak
I
to
don't
make
see
sure I
any
didn't miss
date
it.
mark or anything.
Well, I definitely see a date. It's February 26th.
Oh, I know on the other one, yes, but on this order of judgment,
Yeah, on
for
this
judgment
order of
on
judgment.
the pleadings.
So here's what I'd like. Matthew, I simply don't see anything. I'm still kind of looking at something.
That's what the property manager told me.
Yeah, it said 4 days. I just can't understand why they said that. Hey, Kelly, try to get the property manager on. Did you get that information from this guy? Is she in there, Dragon? No. Okay.
I'll tell her.
Yeah, let's try to get. I want to try to get your property manager on, but in the same time, Matthew, I really don't see anything. Order for judgment on the pleadings. Magistrate Goldsmith in Colorado, January 2026. Part of the eviction case, key ruling. You grant the judgment for possession, so you do have to get out of there. The landlord made an oral motion for the judgment on the pleadings. At the return date, initial court appearance and summons, the court reviewed the complaint claiming unlawful. The writ of restitution.
You know, Dimitri's going to look up the case for us, Mark. He's listening right now, so I'm going to email him everything over.
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, email them both, but I don't see anything. Shortens the effective enforcement date compared to the stipulation. Yes, hold on a second. Key dates comparison. From the stipulation signed by Matthew. So you did sign that stipulation. Voluntary move out, February 26. No move out by sheriff. Okay, here's the deal. Listen. So you actually signed a stipulation. Did they, let me ask you this. You did sign it. You're saying you didn't. This says you did sign it.
Because I barely got it like Tuesday morning.
Well, okay, but basically the stipulation, I don't know what they gave up. Did they give up money you owe them? What did they give up on it? I don't have time to read it while I'm talking to you on air.
I don't know.
You know what? Let's get on.
I don't know anything.
Let's send this to Brad O'Brien as well, Kelly. I want to, or Suzanne, send this over to Brad and reach out because this, I don't know if this is considered signed or not on the stipulation. But basically what you did is you agreed for a shorter timeline. I don't know if this is fully binding. Look at this stipulation. This is where I want to get Brad O'Brien to look at. But regardless, even if you don't move out tomorrow, or I'm sorry, in 4 days, February 26th, the sheriff would still be February 27th. So it's not like the property manager can come in there. But the problem is, dude, you're going to give up whatever you agreed to in the stipulation. Were they going to pay to move your stuff? I'm not to that part in the stipulation.
No, because I told her, I can't be out in 4 days, ma'am. I'm handicapped. I can only lift 10 pounds.
Are you on SSDI?
Yes.
Okay. You're right. It's going to be 30 days. No matter what, the sheriff's not going to show up for 30 days. They're probably just trying to get you to jump on this. Let me put you on hold one more time. I would like Brad O'Brien's opinion, but in my non-legal opinion, you did kind of, I want him to look at it. I don't know if you agreed to the stipulation or not. So if you did agree to it, you agreed to move out 4 days. What I'm kind of browsing through, I'm trying to figure out why you even had a stipulation, unless if they got you just to sneak and sign it. But honestly, I do not think they can hold this to you because you're on government assistance. I don't. Hold on. I'm dying to know the answer to this. Really. And Sandy, I promise I'll get you on that uninsured motor vehicle insurance big time. Hopefully this guy's handicapped. They want him out in 4 days. I would love to dive deeper. This is where, Suzanne, I like doing this show a little different. I don't know if people like it or not, but I could care less. I would like somebody like him in as a guest, someone not just talking to him on the phone. He's handicapped, so maybe that's kind of a wish list, but I would like to understand how he got in the situation he's gotten himself into. He's handicapped, whether it's in 4 days or whether it's in a month, he's going to need a new place. I don't know if he has anything but SSDI. Like, is he giving up a Section 8 voucher? I would like to know how he got there, but we're simply not going to figure it out. So what I do want to figure out for him, let's get on Brad and let's figure out what Brad thinks of the stipulation and go from there. Everybody hold tight. Sandy, I promise I'll get to you. Hold on.
Yeah, I got a small update. They're basically going to resubmit her.
We're definitely going to that update. Let me take this off. I want to find out what the hell. See,
I've got it off to Dimitri and to Brad, waiting to hear back from Brad.
I have a tenant that's on SSDI, and they have special rights.
yeah, I know. That's what I was on SSDI big time. But the problem is,
I didn't want to take him.
I don't know if he could. Hold on.
Are you trying to read through it, Mark?
I'm really understanding now what this guy got himself into. Oh, this guy's in trouble. This guy's in fucking trouble, man. We do really need to get Brad on. He might be able to handle this himself. He's just going to have to plead to the court. He did not sign this.
Oh, he did?
No, he did not sign it, and the stipulation is what's going to grant it. But because he's on SSDI, he needs to sign that damn thing and get it over to the judge.
Is this in Denver, Mark?
Hold on. Oh my God, I can't believe I keep typing on this keyboard. I cannot believe it.
You're a pretty good typer.
I got two computers going and I keep typing on the wrong freaking keyboard.
That'd make my head hurt.
God damn it. Do you know if we were able to get Brad?
I've emailed him the attachments asking him if he can get on, and I know Kelly's reached out to him too. Kel, were you able to reach Brad O'Brien?
His number went straight to voicemail. I just texted him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought exactly that. The SSDI, CRS 1340-122, the governing statute for writs of restitution in Colorado evictions. For residential tenants, this is exactly what it says. For residential tenants receiving Social Security disability. Both at mymoneymyway.com. All right, 303-713-8255. We've got to get this stuff to Brad O'Brien. Matthew, let me ask you something real quick. Deputy D just emailed or texted Suzanne and said there's two different names on either document. Why is that? Is there more than one of you, or what is that?
Well, the guy that was supposed to move in here with me, we were at dialysis together, and he was getting kicked out of his house by his own son. So I was like, well, I'm looking for a place.
Okay, listen, I'm not going to, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I just didn't quite understand that. But look, we're going to have our attorney look at it, and we're trying to get him on. So hopefully we get him on in the next 25 minutes. Okay. But even if not, he's going to get that information. But everything I am seeing, first of all, the order of judgment was actually January 22nd. You were supposed to fill out that stipulation, sign it, and get it back. I would suggest you do that today. I'm going to tell you that. But saying that, because you're on SSDI under Colorado or CRS 1340-122, which basically governs the statute for writs of restitution on evictions in Colorado, a residential, I read, a residential tenant receiving Social Security disability insurance, or SSI, and there's other ones like TANF, I don't know what that is, but the writ must specify that it cannot be executed until at least 30 days after the entry of judgment. So no matter what, how I read this, and once again, this isn't legal advice, but I don't understand how you could read it any other way. But because you're on SSDI, you have 30 days from January 22nd, that's when the judgment was put in, period, end of story would be the earliest, which puts you basically at February 21st. And that's mandatory protection to give vulnerable tenants a place to relocate. That's the reason it exists. Right. So I don't know how they could possibly say in 4 days, but I still want Brad O'Brien's opinion. And I find it kind of scummy if they cannot do it from what I'm reading, and they're telling you you've got to be out. I find that trickery. And I'm not saying if I was a landlord with a horrible tenant, I would do everything to try to get them out. So I don't want people to think that either. But in this particular case where you're handicapped, you're on SSDI, I have no idea how they think they can do it. Now, wait a minute. I do want to say this. There's no meth involved. There's nothing like that, right? Criminal activity?
No, I'm just me and my service dog here.
It's just all lack of payment, right?
Yes, because I got behind because that guy didn't move in. He signed the lease paperwork, but then he never showed up.
Yeah, okay. That's, whatever that is what it is. But hold tight. I really want Brad O'Brien to look at that. Meantime, Sandy, what's going on with you? And Dragon, I hate to ask, but I am good on brakes, right? Thank you. Sandy?
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My question is, you had Compass Insurance on a couple weeks ago, and they were talking about UIM rider on an umbrella policy for automobiles.
Yes.
Could you explain that, please?
Yeah, it's so important too. Listen, I just had this conversation with my daughter. It's really funny. I said, you need to get an umbrella. And she goes, Dad, I'm 23. My assets are X. That's what she owns. And I said, it's got nothing to do with the liability part of it. In other words, if she runs into someone and only has, I'll use round numbers, only has $100,000 in assets, and, you know, she did $200,000 in damage, that person is going to have two options. Either take the $100,000 because that's the most there is going to be had, period, from the insurance company or her, or not get anything because there's nothing more to go after with her. Does that make sense so far?
Yes.
So let's take that a step further now. Let's take a step further. Someone hits her. She doesn't hit, so it has nothing to do with her liability, but someone hits her and causes her to be paralyzed. Let's say something insane. Or she can't work for a year or even 6 months or whatever it looks like. A massive injury. If they only have $100,000 in coverage and she doesn't have UIM, then all she's going to get is $100,000, but her damages could be millions of dollars. So that rider on an umbrella policy, even though she doesn't have $1 million in assets, she would have $1 million in UIM coverage, plus whatever the at-fault driver had, if they had any insurance at all. So if she got hit and she's got $1 million in damage or something long-term, and they only have state minimum, which is most people in Colorado, of $2,550, the most she's going to get from the insurance company is $25,000. That $25,000 isn't going to cover anything, but that's where that umbrella would kick in and her auto insurance kick in, and she would literally have $1.5 million of coverage if the damages were that high. Does that make sense, Sandy?
Yes. My question is, if you already have an umbrella policy on your home, does that automatically cover the automobile?
No. So two things. It automatically covers the liability side. If you ran into someone and caused damage to them and had $1.5 million in coverage, meaning your auto policy is $250, $500, which is generally what you need in order to have an umbrella. So let's say you have that, you have $250, $500, and you have $1 million umbrella, and you hit someone. Your insurance companies could come out to pocket up to $1.5 million. So if you had $1.5 million in assets, no one's going to come after you personally. They're going to take the $1.5 million from insurance. But once again, you got to look at this the opposite now. The reason to have the rider, and not all, in fact, most umbrella policies don't even offer the UIM. It is to protect you. If someone hits you and causes massive amounts of trauma or damage to you, that's where the umbrella policy for the UIM, that rider's going to come in. So if someone hits you and they only have $50,000 in coverage and they don't have any other assets to go after, which once again is a lot of people in Colorado, like 70% have state minimal, or they have no insurance at all. That's where your umbrella would kick in if you had that rider, and if you had $1.5 million in damage, would pay you the $1.5. It would step in just like it steps in when it's your liability.
Why don't more insurance companies cover that?
Because a lot of them on umbrella, they simply don't cover it. I don't know why. Most people don't even think to talk about it. We talk about it all the time on the air. So the one I have, what's the name of our umbrella company?
Mark, I don't remember the name of it. I think it's personalumbrella.com.
I think it is.
Yeah.
And I got it. We got it right through Compass, but that one happens to offer it. So our umbrella coverage actually goes up to whatever, I'm not going to talk numbers, but whatever millions of dollars. And that covers us if we had a catastrophic failure of the driver not having enough insurance that hit us. And that also carries on, too. Here's another thing, Sandy, people don't get. If I'm in an Uber or a taxi or my neighbor's car and my neighbor drank too much and the neighbor runs into a tree and I'm in the hospital for a year in a coma, that would kick in for me, too. My own umbrella After whatever we could get out of his insurance, my own umbrella would still pay me up to whatever the limits of the umbrella are. The reason to have the UIM coverage on the umbrella is not for the liability sake of you. It is for the opposite. It is so you get money if you're injured by somebody else that doesn't have the proper coverage. It is extremely important. It's not to cover your assets. It's to cover your ass.
I heard you say that the other day. Well, that clears it up. It's our insurance company does not offer that.
I know for a fact State Farm doesn't, their umbrella, and the only reason I know that is Compass doesn't do what my son needs in Nebraska, so he actually ended up going with State Farm just for the homeowners, and their umbrella does not do it, so we directed him, and Compass directed him to get the same one at a lower amount that Suzanne and I have, so he actually has that coverage now too. But it's on top of his State Farm policy. So the company we use, they don't care who you have for the homeowners or automotive insurance. They'll simply cover it. You do have to list the vehicles, like on ours, the vehicles, the house, the RV, the drivers, everything's listed on the umbrella as well. But call Compass. I'll tell you, tell Brian you want that same product that Mark and Suzanne have.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Sandy.
It up a lot.
Yeah, I hope so. And some of those things I have a harder time explaining than, say, John Fuller. But really, the part of that UIM is very simple. If someone hits you and they have crappy coverage, if any coverage, that's where that UIM coverage will kick in. You'll still have the UIM on your automotive, and those only go up typically to $250,000 to $500,000, $250,000 per person or per incident. And then what happens there is that umbrella kicks in, and you would have that additional $1 million or whatever your umbrella is, to get you through the bad times. Simple as that. What's going on with this auto dealership, Christy? Really quick, Colorado Springs.
Well, I purchased a 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee diesel Eco Edition.
Yeah.
And when I got it, I left the car dealership. About 10 minutes after I left, check engine light came on, and I called them back, and it was...
When did this go down, Christy?
August 20th of last year.
Of last year. Okay, hold on. Let me go to this break. I'll come back to you. I'm wondering why it's so many months later you're calling. We're going to find out. Hold on.
It was a good explanation on the UMI coverage, Mark.
What's that?
That was a good explanation. Yeah. I learned something.
Did you understand it?
Yeah, I listened to it. And
because the first thing most people say is, I don't have that many assets. Why do I need $1 million umbrella when I have $40,000 to my name? Mm-hmm. Well, liability-wise, you don't. But if someone hits you and they have nothing, you get $1 million.
Yeah.
Okay, I find it ridiculous we got a 15, but... Frank Duran, the real estate man. Suzanne and I love Frank, and I'll tell you why. Well, first of all, personally, I love the guy. He is a great guy, the best realtor out there. He's how do you put it? He is so valid. He's just so...
He's legit, Mark.
He's as legit as I've ever seen.
Genuine person.
Genuine. He's just great. There's so many great words that describe Frank. But when it comes to his craft, being a realtor, he's incredible. He got us so much for our house in Red Hawk in Castle Rock. We couldn't believe it. Our house brought in more than the same model throughout the entire neighborhood because he got a bidding war going. He knew how to advertise it. We had like 100,000 people virtually walk through our house the weekend that he listed it, but he's got all kinds of secret sauce. Then he knew how to negotiate when we found the house we loved out in Franktown. He negotiated and got it down over $100,000. Now, this was years ago. It was about 10 years ago, but he did it, and he still does it till this day. In fact, Frank sells more homes. Listen to this. More homes in 1 month than most realtors in Colorado sell in over a year. And he sells them for more money. FrankDuranHomes.com. Frank Duran Homes. weekday.com. And I'm going to give everybody a refresher real quick. Bottom line, if you are up against a criminal charge, you call Joseph A. Lazara. Put this phone number in your phone and do it now. DUI, shoplifting, assault, murder, you name it, he's done it. He's the best. 303-429-6200.
I wonder if we should hold Christy over for car day tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Just because we have 7 minutes left. Or, we're not going to have but 3 or 4 minutes left. Maybe Kelly can do that.
I got a quick update on the dealership, too. We could do it tomorrow.
Say that again?
On Shauna with the Kia.
Hey, Kel.
Basically, they're
Could
gonna
you
resubmit
tell
the
Christy we're out of time for the top of the hour, but let her know it's car day tomorrow. We'll have 2 experts in, and we'll make her a priority on the show. And then just get her info and line her up for tomorrow.
I've got her info. That's not a problem.
Who is the young blonde girl
I
in
still
today?
haven't heard from
That's
Brad.
my wife,
I
Rich.
emailed Brad too, so tell
That's my
Matthew
lady.
we're going to follow up
Keep
with
your
Brad in
eyes
the
off her.
morning.
Yeah, the young
Both
one.
of them. Okay.
Who's the young blonde chick?
That's funny.
Oh, they thought I thought that was his daughter he's always talking about. I was like, oh, that made me feel good.
Okay, Joan.
Oh.
I wasn't able to.
I didn't say it. He said it. Whatever.
Susan's going to be on a cloud tonight.
Gee whiz.
I wasn't going to tell you this, but while I was at the Broncos game getting a beer,
Of course.
the cheerleading team walked by,
Oh, they did.
and they wanted to know why I wasn't suited up on the field. They thought I was one of the players.
Yeah. Really?
Players or playa?
Was there a halftime Little League game?
Major number 67.
We're taking active liver. You take 1 per drink. I just put milk thistle in my beer.
Milk.
That's because you're doing cocaine. That ain't liver pills, that's cocaine. If you do cocaine, you will feel better.
Theo Vaughn and his maps. I don't want to know where the mountains are. I want to know where the twins and the quicksand and the coke is at.
And the cocaine.
Give me a map that shows me where the coke is.
I don't want to know where the reservoir is. I want to know where the cocaine is.
And the quicksand and the hot chicks.
Where are the twins at? Yeah, it was embarrassing though. Those cheerleaders were like,
I bet you were embarrassed.
I was like,
you embarrassed?
I mean, why bother telling them you're married or anything?
Yeah,
Go with it.
no, I just keep my ring out. I go, look, ladies, look right here. Look,
Yadies.
taken. I'm taking Yadies.
I'm taken.
Did you get her scheduled for tomorrow, or do I have to do
he's
that?
working on it.
Okay.
She's working on them right now.
Good.
And I'll finish up with you, Chris.
Okay.
You got any specials?
No, I mean, we're still running the 9888, right? So, well, I guess that's
Financing?
Yes, we have financing.
Like what? What's the best one?
12 months, no interest,
That's good.
12 months, no interest with minimum payment.
Minimum payment.
As a minimum payment. But we have financing.
And that's the tub to shower.
Yep, correct. And the price didn't go up at the first of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, it stayed the same.
Correct.
Under 10.
Where was
Your podcast host Stephen L. Miller, Thursday on Ryan Schuling Live.
All right, listen, Deputy Bo Tomorrow's car day. Who's in tomorrow, Suzanne? Is Kevin Calkin?
Kevin Calkin with Sheridan Auto Tech and Jeff Vick with Kimmer Transmission.
All right, listen, it's going to be a kick-ass day tomorrow. I don't want you to give the update now, but we had a Kia call at the beginning of the show. She was in part of a class action. The warranty got extended to $150,000. There's a steak dinner on it. We've got some information on that. You're going to have to sleep with it overnight. But, Bo, you did talk to someone over there, right? Hit the button, hit the button, hit the button.
I talked to the manager, and we got a little progress.
Okay, that's all I want to know. Let's just calm down there, Bo. We're going to give this out tomorrow. We're going to give this update out tomorrow. I love it. I'm going to get my steak sauce ready. Actually, I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to tease it. I like A1. Don't forget 303 Martino. That works on and off the air. Help at troubleshooter.com. Now listen, Chris Console, Discount Bath. These guys did a bang-up job at our house. I'm telling you, if you want a bathroom, I love a few things about them. One, they've got the best prices out there, hence discountbath.com. They can do everything. You guys can do really expensive stuff. And I don't mean expensive. I guess what I mean is really fancy stuff.
Like a steam shower with lights and music. Yeah, we just finished one of those.
Music, I know. And heated tile floors, big deal. And those don't cost that much anymore compared. In fact, I would say they probably up the price of a tile floor. If they're doing tile already, what would you say? Maybe $2,000, $3,000?
Roughly speaking.
Depending on the size.
Yep.
Yeah, and listen to this. They have a deal right now. You're not going to believe this. Tub to shower conversions, less than 10 grand. And they're financing, unbelievable. Get that master bathroom done. Get it done. Listen to this. 0 interest for a year and extremely low payments. You're going to love the guys at Discount Bath. Have them out. No arm twisting. Just the facts. Honest guys. DiscountBath.com. Tomorrow's car day. I'll be right here.
Follow Tom at Real Tom Martino and stay connected with all of us at 630 KHOW, KHOW.com, and on the iHeartRadio app. This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Are you ready for a secure retirement? Worried your savings won't last? Join me along with the MyMoneyMyWay.com retirement experts for a free educational seminar and live Q&A on retirement annuities, reverse mortgages, and long-term care planning. Thursday, January 22nd at 6:30 at the Even Hotel in the Denver Tech Center. Get real answers from experts. Spots are limited. Call 303-779-6600. That's 303-779-6600. Right now, we can all use some extra cash. So why not visit David Ellis Jewelry to cash in your old, useless, tangled jewelry, coins, and anything else containing precious metals. He'll even buy your fine jewelry and diamonds. Hello, I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino, and I recommend David Ellis Jewelry because I've known David for years. I trust him. You can too. 2640 East 3rd Avenue. That's 3rd and Clayton. 303-322-8779. 322-8779.
Matt always knew he wanted to be a doctor. That's why he makes the most of every day. To study before breakfast, to work hard, to do whatever was necessary to achieve his goal. He found an answer in the military. If you have a passion, a vision for your future in any field, todaysmilitary.com can be your path to a fulfilling career. You have a calling, we have an answer. Find your way at todaysmilitary.com.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver. This is 630 KHOW, Denver's talk station and iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. Vice President J.D. Vance in Minneapolis calling for local and state leaders to work with federal authorities when it comes to immigration operations. He says the public can protest but not interfere with ICE agents. ABC's Matt Rivers has more.
He was talking about protesters. He was talking about far left-wing agitators, making the situation worse, going after ICE officers. But what you didn't hear him talk about was a lot of the things that we've seen with our own eyes, which does appear to be ICE overreach, going into homes that they shouldn't have been in, excessive force against even U.S. citizens. What role do ICE officers, do DHS officials have in the ongoing chaos here in Minneapolis? There is no question that there is a role that ICE has played in contributing to that across the city.
At least 5 governors in the South declaring states of emergency as a looming ice storm takes aim. Temperatures in the teens and single digits later this week could leave parts of the nation's midsection crippled for days. That same storm expected to bring record snowfall to the Northeast. This is ABC News. A former flight attendant in custody